Can you mention Josh channel?
Yeah, bring the guys in. Here they are.
How are we doing?
Back in the room.
Good evening, guys.
How are we?
Right, said Fred, as someone called us the other week, that have gone very, 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 very wrong. Life's
The
not been
knackered BG.
The knackered BGs, that's it. Or in my case, absolutely sort of, I don't know, probably sort of decimated, I would have thought. So, Wanda's not going to be with us tonight because she's working tomorrow. She's keeping an eye on comments. So I'm joined to this guy here, Mr. 1000, Paul's Beer Reviews.
How we doing?
1,000.
No,
1,000.
don't force yourself.
And this lovely chap here, Mr. John Slumbers from Lord's Brewing Company.
Big John. John.
How are we doing? Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Seen you all somewhere before. Can't work out where it was.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Definitely recognise the place somewhere.
So it's more or less just off the cuff, really. That we've got nothing planned. We've all picked some beers up. I think we've all got something a bit different. I've gone the cheapo route, as Tesco's reduced all their prices for their influx next week. So I've been up and picked 4 beers up. From there, I've picked up Lost Cosmonauts. I picked up new Brewdog versus Cloudwater New England IPA. I picked up ICAT. And I picked up something else. Ripe Times from Magic Rock.
Love that one.
So, Paul, what you picked up, my friend?
I've got Irish. I'm starting off with an IPA from Whiplash.
He's going in strong straight away. Look,
going in strong. It's a 6.2% ABV. I can't get my words out. ABV IPA. Get there eventually.
How many have you had?
I haven't had a beer yet. I haven't started. Right.
And John, what have you gone with? I know. Well, you said you put on Instagram what you've picked up. So you've got a bit of local.
I've gone with Brewing. Oh, can you see that? Is it in focus? Oh, come on, give me some focus. There you go. Vellum Pale Ale, 4%. It looks red on here, but it's actually like neon pink. It's absolutely as pink as it can go. So, Brewing is a local brewery to us. Ryan is the guy that has it, and superb brewer.
But you can do that. You can.
I'll say that the missus is having a go at me on the comments already. Abby's on.
So I'll just go through the comments very, very quickly. So we'll try and keep up with them as quick as well as we can. So we've got Thomas from Thomas Window Beer Reviews. If you haven't subscribed to him and you're watching, go and give him a sub. He's a lovely, lovely guy over in Ireland, and he deserves more than he's got. We've got Sobieski. Evening. Thanks for coming along. Alex Dare. Evening, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Vicky Louise. Big up for beer reviews.
Hello,
mate. Mr. 1000. You got Abby. Paul's having a go at him.
Get back to her, you. She should be driving an ambulance around London somewhere right now.
Oh, bless her.
We've got Thomas again saying that he loves Whiplash.
Lovely Irish.
And we've got Mark, the beer hooligan in. Come on, lads. I want to see Devils.
Beer o'clock.
No chance.
I might do a review of Duvel at some point, but I need to get over the shock of it still hasn't washed through my whole system. So that's going to be a few months down the line, I think.
You've definitely got to recover from that one, haven't you?
Oh, someone said something about someone put something on Instagram yesterday, tagged me in the Matilda beer that's in Tesco's, which I've had and we've reviewed. But you mentioned Belgian beer to me at the moment, and I get a slight tick in my face.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That ink looks exceptional. And
I'll just say, I want to have another look at it.
well, let me take that off.
Was it?
Hang on. I don't know how to show the foot. Hang on.
Vellum pale ale. I do like
And
the
then,
chamomile
I
one.
wish you could see the colour. It's neon pink. But
look
my... Hey, there we go. Nice little handwritten touch there. And it tells you a bit about the beer. But yeah, that's the stuff.
What percentage? Oh, it's 4%, John. Yeah.
Yeah,
nice
I'm
one.
going in easy. I'm going in easy, boys.
My good friend Chris the Butcher. If you haven't subbed Chris the Butcher, go and give him a sub. The man's an absolute fucking legend.
He's got a meat cleaver in his hand in his emoji thing.
No, that's Chris. He's an absolute legend. Well worth the sub. 3,500 subscribers and deserves every single one of them.
Right. Is he actually a butcher, or is he just a nasty piece of work?
Well, some of the comments he was making on his live about me last night, I think he's a nasty piece of work, if you ask me. I think I was 27 stone. It was a bit rude, if you ask me.
Brutal. Brutal.
Hi, the haunted coachman. That's
So
great.
over to Mark. What's Mark? I'm thinking of doing 10 recollection and 12 on a live stream. Good luck with that, my friend.
Right.
You're going to need it.
I'm going to hear him singing again.
Question for you, John. Where's the best place to pick that up?
Funny you should ask, old boy. I'm wearing a T-shirt here from Hip Hop's Beer Shop, who kindly gave me a T-shirt, and they gave me this lovely glass, and they're based in Huddersfield. And I think, as far as I know, they do mail order. Failing that, you can get Beering's beer on their website. So
lovely glass. Look in the glass.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yep.
So they're nice people.
I'll tell you what, John. Have you had a fresh cut, John? You're looking sharp up there, brother.
Yeah. Do you know? In all seriousness, I said to the missus, "Can you sort my hair out before I go on?"
You know what I mean?
I'm going out.
Looking good, mate. You turned your head upside down. It's perfect.
Yeah, it does.
Evening, Bradley. The haunted coachman from up the road in Southampton Way. Never a pleasant thing for me to say, but nice to see you. Chris the Butcher. If you guys haven't seen Chris the Butcher's videos, especially some of his live videos, go and watch him. He's fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
All right.
I'm going now onto my Chris the Butcher.
Spice and Easy.
My good friend Al from Spice and Easy. Nice to see you, bud.
That's Spice and Easy.
A guy we should know, all of us should know, the lovely Alan Mead.
Alan Mead. How's the wedding?
Fair play to him.
Nice to see you, Alan.
Alan, congratulations on your wedding. He sent me some of the a couple of pictures from his wedding. Stunning. So you both look lovely, and I hope you had a really good day in sort of really trying sort of circumstances. I know someone on this live feed is facing something very similar a couple of weeks today.
Yeah. It's all going ahead at the moment. We'll see what happens.
Nice. Oh, it's going to be great. Enjoy it. Somebody gave me a bit of advice when I got married the first time. And they said, try and take moments to enjoy the day. Just stop and be in the moment and just absorb everything, because it goes that fast and you have all the build up to it, and then it goes that fast that it's all over before a flash, and you're like, oh. And it was good advice.
I will try that.
Were you married before, Paul?
Nah. Never even thought about it.
Don't do it. It's a trap. It's evil people. Well, my first one was. John,
man, as if Alan Mead is on honeymoon and he's watching us. What? He's on honeymoon now. That is real commitment to the
That is commitment. Fair play, Alan.
Do you know what? It's quite funny. I didn't realise that obviously we're on Instagram. I think all three of us are on Instagram. I was getting these messages from Irish craft beer guy, and I'm just nice, chatting along. And then this one night he said, "I'll see you at the Stone Crow tonight." I'm like, "Fuck are you then?" So I've got to put, "Yeah, okay, who is it?" Alan Mead. I'm like, okay. It makes sense now. And just a lovely, lovely, lovely bloke. Nice guy.
He is. He's a gentleman.
John, what gel do you use on your hair?
Well, that's an interesting question, Mark. I like to use Head and Shoulders.
Thomas Jones, lovely, another nice guy from over in Wales. Still nothing in his Morrison. I feel so sorry for you, mate. It's really shit. The haunted coachman.
Mine got wiped out. There was a few in there.
Can you ban the haunted coachman for me immediately?
Oh dear.
So
ground there.
I tell you, I think there's some decent breweries over in Southampton. The stuff I've had from Unity. There's another one, Steamtown, that I need to get up to. You got Dancing Man Brewery. There's all sorts over there. I just don't get the chance. Really, it's quite frustrating at times with all this stuff that's really local. But obviously, with the world we're in at the moment, it's really difficult, sort of getting out to these places.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to perfect my swirl here, but it's not really happening. I just kind of wiggle it in the glass.
Wanda does. If you notice, Wanda doesn't do swirl and sniff.
Ooh.
She sort of rocks and sniffs. Raz.
Look at the speed that Paul's got on it.
Look at that. Whirlpool in the glass.
Somewhere near.
This beer is stunning, by the way.
It's all right, is it?
Just amazing. It's just another belter for Whiplash. They don't get it wrong.
It's a great colour, that, as well. It's like super pale.
Yes, it's holding a head. Really pale. It's just smooth as you like. Lovely.
Looks like John's wash and went, doesn't it? It's not about wash and go.
Well, I was thirsty, boys. It's really good, actually. I just washed the glass and I use washing up liquid, so that does kill the head on a beer quite quick. But I will say, really fruity. Really, really fruity. But when you drink it, it's not overpowering. It's very smooth, very smooth. I don't know if it said smooth on it. Yeah, it did. Smooth and slightly bitter.
So I don't think Paul was over keen on Lost Cosmonauts, were you?
No, I think at the time I drank it, I felt like every beer I was drinking tasted like that. It's just another really fruity beer. I was just like, didn't do nothing for it. I might have to go back to it.
I think for me, because I wasn't doing this at the time, and it was I know you had Love and Hate, and a couple of others, and Life and Death, and all the other stuff that's in supermarkets and that. But I remember when I first bought a can of that, and I came home, and when Simon used to do his Facebook lives, and he had it, and I was like, "Oh, I got a can of that," and I was genuinely blown away by a supermarket beer for the first time.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you put that into context now with what's in supermarkets, it probably doesn't hold a candle to half of them. But I have three comfort. I call them my comfort beers. If I go into Tesco's, I haven't picked one of them up tonight because I picked something else up. But generally, I'd go in. If they're there, I'd have Lost Cosmonauts, new Brewdog versus Cloudwater, and Love and Hate. And I'd walk out. Walk out with those three, and I'd be a happy man.
Yeah. So it's basically the New England thing.
Yeah, but I also I am like you, and I don't know if John agrees with this. I am New England out.
Yeah.
Now. I do like a New England IPA, but I've gone. I think we discussed this when we saw each other the other week. I've gone West Coast more than New England because I want that hot. I want that hot profile. I want that pine. I want the bitterness, and I want something zinging in my mouth.
Yeah,
which I don't get from a New England IPA anymore.
Definitely. definitely. Yeah, there's every now and then I go to a New England and I'm like, that's really nice. They've nailed it. If it's smooth, like a smooth kind of balanced New England IPA, it's still lovely. But you get really.
I do like the look at that one that's going into Tesco's next week. The I'm just going to have a look at it now. Is it Shoop? With salt and Pomona Island Shoop.
Oh yeah,
does look. I don't think I'll be able to see that.
Is that the one he launched today? Yeah, salt. Yeah,
that looks superb.
Salt all over the place.
I'm at the page with our channel. I'm not going to review everything that's coming out in the supermarkets. I do a couple of them. I can't last.
I can't keep going shopping.
Fucking heading.
Can't keep going shopping, mate. It's not the way.
No. Well, you don't need to anymore with your thousands.
Well, when you got 1,000, oh good.
I've got a plan. If I get to 1,000, I'm just going to shut my channel down that day.
Done.
Completed it.
Yeah.
I haven't even got 200.
It's not all it's cracked up to be. Do you know what I mean? It's like, where's my free beers? Come on. Where's my free beers?
Where's my
I'm waiting for
They're at the
to
brewery.
call me up. Where's your free beer, guys? Your free beers, mate? Nothing.
The only brewery who's ever done that's John.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
So let's get to the comments. This comment, I do know for a fact, is absolutely true because he sent me the picture. And this is from my friend Mark. I got married in jeans and t-shirt and trainers. I don't conform to the rules. Someone phoned my phone just as I was about to say I do, and the ringtone was 1-0 to the Arsenal.
why not? Why not?
I've got a feeling if I turned up at my wedding next March, or Paul turns up his wedding in a couple of weeks' time in fucking jeans and the trainers, it wouldn't be going forward.
No, absolutely not. Now, if I had 1-0 to the Arsenal at my wedding, mate, there'd be claret. There would be claret. Christ. Dear, oh dear, Mark.
I'm drinking Butty back tonight.
Is that any good, that one? Is that any good, Haunted Coachman? I've seen that in Sainsbury.
The body back.
So Spice and Easy, we're supposed to be live with Spice and Easy, hopefully Saturday night. And what we were going to do is Alan's picking 2 beers, I'm picking 2 beers, and the girls are picking 2 ciders. Alan's come out a bit of left field with me and given me Matilda and a Krabby's ginger beer or something, which I wasn't expecting from Alan. So I'm going to come back with mine, and I'm going to throw him a curveball, I think. Alan's Mr. Elvis juice. That's what is his favourite beer.
I've got a bottle of that around here somewhere.
I don't mind it. Elvis juice is all right. My 3 comfort beers from the supermarket are Duvel, Delirium, and Triple Carmelade. You're making me feel sick, if I'm honest.
I've still got a big bottle of that Triple Carmelade sitting in the bottom of the fridge. I have to crack it open this weekend, I think.
I remember I bought one of those, and it was me, Dean, and Mark on an offline chat, and I downed the lot. Mark would have 1,000 subs will net you around 70 quid a month, Paul. Fill your boots.
I'll say that. That'd be nice.
John Montgomery drinking Lowenbrow Oktoberfest tonight.
Ooh, very nice.
I had a wicked Oktoberfest at my brewery last year. It was mega. Absolutely. If you go through our Instagram and have a look on there at our Oktoberfest, it was just buzzing. It was amazing. Yeah, we had the full umpire band. We had my mate. He's got a company. That's a nice T-shirt you're wearing there, Scott. Somebody has to represent.
I thought Scott would wear his. That's why I didn't wear mine.
Billy and Johnny, otherwise, haven't we?
But one of us has got to change.
I've had it on since. It hasn't left my back.
So, separate to that, I did some digging on beer news today. Just have a look. Give us a few talking points.
Go on.
And
no one's had to do some research. We ain't done fucking any.
Well, you know, it's one of them. The headline is at least 2 small breweries close for good every week at the moment. Pubs, bars, and brewers are pledging to continue to help the government tackle COVID, but they're seeking support as the sector tries to recover. It's not good, is it? Losing 2 breweries a week.
That's pretty horrific.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, I can't say anything. I was going to say I've signed a blooming sworn to secrecy act, but somebody asked for some help with their situation. It's not good out there.
No.
I mean, to be honest, if we
I think it's only about to get worse as well with this rule of 6 and all the stuff that's about to happen. I think it's only going to get worse. It's tricky. At the end of the day, the beer industry, some of the breweries have adapted quite well and have have changed how they work. Staggeringly good here. They shut the tap room and they're doing really well from their online sales. Local deliveries and things like that, but it's going to be hard. It is hard.
Yeah, it's really difficult. Really difficult. It says, like for like, July sales for small breweries have been down 50%.
Blimey.
And
the trouble is that the small breweries will just be bought out by the likes of Heineken, Carlsberg, Molson Coors, all that. If they're profitable and they're worth buying out, they're just going to go, aren't they?
Yeah,
and that's where the problem is going to come from, and you're going to lose that individuality of those smaller breweries.
Yeah, well, and the other issue is with it, like you say, it's 50% down. That doesn't sound that much, considering there's some people that have got 100%. But the problem is with brewing, what people don't see is the overheads are so high. So when you've got duty to pay and that you have to stump up before you even get paid. Well, I showed you boys the unpaid balances, what we were owed, and it's frightening.
Yeah.
But that's just how it is, unfortunately. At the moment, we've just got to ride it through and try and grow.
It's a mess out there, isn't it?
I mean, I've gone through with our channel. I've tried to, over lockdown, I've tried to do more local stuff. Not everyone can get it. So we got Southsea Brewery that brew in Southsea Castle, and what I've said I've done one or two of their beers is that if they don't deliver nationally, but if you like the look of their beer, you can message me and I will, as long as you cover the costs, I'll send them out to you personally. Because I think it's really important that where you got Mark, you got Paul, you got John, you got Simon, you got Dean, you got Craig, you got all these people. And we're in a position where we can do these things, and I believe that's where we can help this industry, not just sit and talk about beers. We've actually got a voice to be able to. You've got 1,000 subscribers. I've got 900 and something. Simon's got 40,000.
I've got 196.
John's got 5. We're in a position where we can help these local stuff to get their stuff out there.
Yeah, it's true. We got to do it. Me and a guy called Nick. He had a brewery called Emmanuel's, or has a brewery called Emmanuel's. He's got Hop Forward podcast, and we're on a bit of a mission, me and him, to go and find out what the truth is about this duty reduction that's been done to the small brewers. And we've got a few. We're not out for blood, but we're out to try and find out the truth and if there was any dishonesty going on. So we'll see, but it might be, because the government have only released part of it, it might not be as bad as we think, but we don't know because it's all smoke.
It's just a proposal at this stage, isn't it? It's not been implemented yet, is it?
I think it's already gone through, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's gone through. But we weren't consulted. None of the smaller breweries have been consulted.
Right.
Cedar, who we're part of, or we're halfway through our stuff before lockdown, they represent us and lots of other small breweries. But I don't know what happened, but it didn't work. And then there's this small brewery coalition, which was small breweries when it started, but it's all regional brewers now. and apparently they're the ones that petitioned for the tax relief to be reduced.
Right.
So we get 50% of our duty off below. It's off the top of my head, I don't even know. I think it's like 30,000 hectoliters or something like that. But they've dropped it. No, that's not right. I can't remember what it is without looking at it. But they've dropped it right down. 50,000 hectoliters, that was it. So they've dropped it down to 22,000, and which means you could only turn over about 300 grand before you then start having to pay more tax. But what they've done is they've asked for duty relief their end. So the regional brewers get duty relief. And because the government wanted to make it tax neutral, what they've done is they've taken it off the small breweries and given it to the bigger ones. So, but we'll see. I don't know the full truth, so I'm only talking in part here. So we're on a mission anyway.
So Mark's come back with the Matilda. That's the Goose Island, the Belgian pale. Yeah, I know. I don't know, Paul, you've done that. The Tesco's Matilda.
Look at the Belgian ones that went in Tesco. I've not seen them.
Yeah, Matilda and Sophie's the other one. Sophie is I can't remember what it is, but that the Matilda. Everyone that I see reviewed it erupts like a fucking volcano out of the bottle. It's horrendous. And then I think we were the first one to do it. And then I saw Mark's, his did the same. I think JB from Northern Southern Beer Reviews, he's did the same. It just goes every beating where it's an absolute solid nightmare.
If you want an exploding beer, that's the place.
That's the one to go and get. It's lovely beer. What you get of it?
What's left after it's shot out of the bottle?
Chris, cheers, mate. Lovely guy.
Shortly.
Elvis juice isn't as good in a bottle. I
can believe that.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Can't argue.
I could totally believe that.
The beer hooligan. I'm hearing rumours of a nationwide 10 p.m. curfew next week, so that means I can't catch COVID at 21, not at 1 minute to 10, but I can at 10. What a load of whatever. That would finish pubs to for sure across the UK.
I'm bored of it, mate. I'm bored of it now.
It's a mad world.
They make it up as they go along, and you can't blame them. No one knows what's going on. So
it's difficult.
No point looking to the government. There's no point listening to what you hear on the media because they ain't got a clue. So make it up as they're going along.
Leprechaun TV. Evening, my friend. Guy across the pond. I've seen
got me a bottle opener.
Caught up with him on Chris Butcher's live last night. So
Joe presumed with her arse. I love that.
It's called Bottoms Up Brenda.
Bottoms Up Brenda. Love it.
Home Bargains Christmas thing that somebody got me.
Jade, man, do you guys have seen the 440 cans in Tesco's on special at £2.50 at the minute?
Yes.
I was in there today. Well, hang on, 2 seconds, John.
Balancers. Summer night Citra. Now we're talking. Anything with
Citra in, I'm all over.
Yeah.
So Mallinsons are Tara and Elaine and Nick. And they're just not where are they? They're Lockwood, just down the road in Huddersfield.
Nice.
Honestly, these guys were such a massive help to us when we started. When everybody else laughed at us, Mallinsons, man, they showed us. We asked stupid questions all the time, and they would show us, hey, you do it like that, you do it like this. We love you guys at Mallinsons. Got nothing bad to say about them. Wonderful people.
Bless them. That's what you need, isn't it? That's what you need. Breweries coming together and helping each other out. You know, you talk about beer community. That's what we need. You know, breweries help each other out. Oh, mate, that looks blinding.
I should have rinsed the glass out first, though.
Yeah, I'll stop that. I'm using one glass tonight, and I think that's going to be it. So,
look at that.
Wow. That looks good. She's holding as well, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
That's going nowhere.
That was a bad pour on my part as well.
Still shows the quality though. Does look good.
Oh, you won't like this, Paul. I can't let you come and try this. It's just
Good news, guys. The downstairs toilet is done.
Don't go in there. What's it done?
No. Because you know when you guys came along, it was a fucking mess, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's all been done today.
Oh, happy days. We'll be around tomorrow then, mate.
All right, pal.
yeah. I've been thinking about it since I got back off holiday. Actually,
Yeah, I know you'd be traumatized. I know it'd be keeping you up at night, so I can let you know. Stick some underpants on your head. Have you seen this picture that Mark put on Instagram today?
No.
He sent it to me and Simon in a text. So do you guys you've obviously watched Blackadder?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Right, so his way of getting out of it was to stick 2 pencils up his nose and say "bibble." So this is the picture. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it.
Oh my God, Mark.
I'll just
A pair of undercrackers on his head. Cut the
wow.
off his nose. Oh dear. Hard times.
That's his COVID defense system.
And it's triple Carmelet.
Yeah, with his triple Carmelet, obviously.
Triple Carmelet. Love it. Right, I've got to get beer number 2. Bear with.
This is really good. It's much drier than the last one.
Right. Okay. Well, what's this one, John? Oh, the one you. Yeah. The bottle. Sorry, apologies. Yeah.
Summer Night Citra. It's much more bitter. It's that one from Brewing was not sweet as in sweet because it was sugary sweet, but or like that it was green. It was just sweeter. This one's much drier, definitely more bitter. Really dry back end to it. It's very good, very good. Fruity. Can't knock it. Sort of lovely.
Yeah, your missus is leaving you, so she's off.
You go and do some work now, is she? That's for the best. Drink up. She moans at me. There's too many beers in the kitchen, so she says you've got to start drinking quicker. So.
Evening, Lee. Nice to see you, pal.
How you doing? Lee's lose fan.
Is he?
It's nice to see him back in the Premiership. It really is. Nice to see him back in the league.
We've got Marwood with Nail. 24 bottles of imported Singer in Sainsbury's, £12. Whatever you think of it, the price of an imported beer is amazing.
That's pretty impressive.
What was the one I had saying that I had that was horrible? It wasn't Singer. Was it the Tazu Tao?
Tsingtao?
Tsingtao.
Yeah. I struggled to say that without doing it in a Chinese accent, and that's just not the right thing to do. So I just don't try not to say it much.
I just bought it because I thought, I've never had that, and I was really disappointed.
Yeah, I think I did a review of that not too long ago, actually, and I didn't think it was much good either. So
it just didn't taste of anything.
Nah, it's just a bit crap, isn't it? Just a bit cheap.
Yeah. Well, there are better things. Was that right times?
Sorry, John. Yeah.
Yeah,
Magic Roller. Magic Rollins. He's gone. Magic Roller.
New England.
£2.
Yeah, £2. Can't go wrong, can you?
I'm only kidding.
I'm only kidding. I went into Tesco to get some light bulbs, and somehow I ended up down the beer aisle. I don't know what happened. They're all reduced.
I'm the same. I walk into any supermarket. If it's Lidl's, I'm off down the middle, finding what's going on with all the jumble sale shit that no one wants.
Yeah.
Any other supermarket, one to go gets a trolley, and I'm off to find what's down the beer aisle. Drives her mental. She's just like, see you in a minute.
But Lidl's good for that. Lidl's good for that this time of year, though. You get all the random Oktoberfest beers in there, don't you?
Yeah. I like you got the wheat beer that they're doing, like the 9 million keg thing. That's lovely. That's all right, that is.
It's a really good beer. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I bought a few of them. I was done a session on them. I was hammered, and it was great.
I don't know what it is about Wise beer, but it gives me hangovers like no other.
It sneaks up on you, doesn't it, Rice
Oh
beer?
gosh, I'm so poorly. I had it was worked out about 2.5 liters out of. I won't say where I got it from, but I thought I was going to die the next day. I was like, I've drunk more beer than this before, but it's the what do they call it now? Gosh, it's been a long day. My head is mullered. It's a type of alcohol,
Right.
like a. I can't think of the name of it now. But it just gives you the worst hangover ever. Oh gosh, I'm going to find it. I'm just going to quickly Google it now.
Mark saying I've got to get the triple caramel out. I feel like I should be saving that for a special occasion. It's got a cork in it. What kind of ponce puts a cork on their beer bottle? Bloody Belgian.
I do look the new triple caramel bottle that's in Tesco's is lovely.
Yeah,
I do. And was it a fiver for 750?
Yeah, for a massive bottle, I had to grab one, didn't I? It'd be rude not to.
It's mental, isn't it? £9 for 8 cans of Faith. My garage is full, and been helping out the local craft place by booking a table every Saturday evening. Good man.
Fair play.
Faith's all right as well.
That's what I've been doing. We're going down the Mad Squirrel as much as I can, help them out, go to their tap, get smashed.
Yeah, we've got fallen. Obviously, Staggering Good have got a tap room, but they've closed that down because they can't guarantee a social distancing. So we've got the other one's Fallen Acorn, which is a ferry ride, but it's a 2-minute ferry ride. Lovely stuff over there. Got to know them guys, so we pop over there.
Do you jump on the ferry?
In a couple of weeks, if we can.
Do you jump on the ferry near your gaff, the one you sent me to, or do you go home?
Sorry about that. It's close.
Close. Oh, couldn't believe that.
Oh, it's only fucking 2 miles. Come on, what's 2 miles between friends?
Oh dear.
I'm sat in the little car park. I thought there ain't a car park there.
Go down the ferry port, meet John, sat there like an absolute twat for about half an hour. There's no one around. Turns out Scott's picking him up from Overcraft, the other side of the pissing city. But cheers, mate.
It was close.
It was
close. It was at least it was in the same city.
I'll give you that.
Oh, I can't find it now.
Neil Long. Evening, fellas. Ready to crack open a Northern Monks Transient from Morrison's. I had 2 cans of Transient the other night when I was playing FIFA. It's fucking storming. It's a storm.
It wasn't all fair. I had your first one, didn't I, last week?
Yeah, guts. That
was a nice drop, that one.
I drank something. I really enjoyed it, and then Paul had it, and said it was flipping horrible.
You drank the 1 through 3.
The Siren, yeah.
I didn't mind it.
I'm hoping I had a dodgy can because I'll get another one.
Siren, Salt and North, isn't it? So it's an amalgamation of all 3 of their core IPAs.
Yeah. When I tasted it, the way I described it is I felt like they were all cancelling each other out, and it was just a really bland IPA. And I was just like, there's nothing going on with it. So I was gutted with it. Gutted, but I'll try again. I'll get another one just in case I had a dodgy pack. Especially with those three breweries on board, that it really should be an absolute storm. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I liked it, but maybe I think as well. I can't be brutally honest because it's naughty. Because I'm a brewery, I can't really go harsh on another brewery's beer, but. For me, I have no brand perception because I don't drink their beers often. I don't know necessarily what they're capable of. To me, it was just a nice beer. I quite enjoyed it. So, you guys drink their stuff all the time, and you might know what they can do, and you're like, ooh.
Well, I have breweries that I've changed my mind on. It's like up until this year, I had no time for Thornbridge. Yeah, everyone goes on about how great Thornbridge are, yet. This year, if I was to list now, probably my top 5 beers of the year, Thornbridge would probably have 2 of them.
I quite like the West Coast that they did in Morrison. Was it Dom Pera?
Pondera.
Pondera. I like that. I know he got slated in certain areas. I didn't mind. I thought it was all right.
Loved it. I think that's one of the best beers I've had this year.
Jaipur is, I know it's changed a bit over the years, but
I'm not a fan.
it's still a cracking beer.
It's all right, but again, they say when you've got Jaipur and then you've got Vocation, Life and Death sitting right next to it.
Yeah.
It's a trainer for me.
There's no choice, is there?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, some people love Jaipur, but for me, I think Life and Death is just a whole nother level.
I know Mark's still in the chat. He's a massive fan of Jaipur, and I get why. Let's get back to let's get through these comments. And
I don't think I've ever had it.
It's an old traditional. It is a traditional IPA, but it's done all right. It's got nothing wrong with it. It doesn't do anything with bells and whistles on it, but it does things okay.
This is quite good.
Yeah, that's fucking brilliant. That's it. So what I've done is I've gone for 6%, 6.8%, a 7%, and an 8% beer. So I've gone for a steady evening.
You'll be singing later. Luckily, I don't have to be out of bed for any reason.
I've got a training course tomorrow.
What am I on about?
Learning.
Yeah. Where's Scott? He's fucking over there. I can state of him. What's this? Sorry. When you go to the pub, what beer are you ordering on tap? The only pub I go to generally is Witherspoons because that's where I met Wanda. I'm hoping she's going to come along in a minute. And I will have Punk IPA out of the tap.
Is that like a dream pub scenario, or is that just your general local pub?
General local pub. I'm a fucking beer snob now. I've turned into somebody I've always said I wouldn't do. So I go into a pub and I'm sneering at everything.
Oh, that's what I do. I'm terrible for it. I'm like,
drinking.
If I walk across the road and go to my local, I'll have a pint of Amstel. It's all right.
Amstel's all right.
Amstel's all right, but I mean, if I decide where we're going, I'm always going to go to Mad Squirrel because it's just down the road, and I can sit there and drink Hopfest all day and feel fine the next morning. You know what I mean? Because it's just good quality beer. It's only like 3.8% ABV.
Yeah,
it's just a cracking pale ale. It's just it's a no-brainer. So. If you're lucky enough to live near a decent tap room,
I think it depends on the pub chain as well, doesn't it? It's key to what you drink. I'm not a massive fan of traditional ales. I'm not. If there's something that I don't, if I go to a pub, there's nothing I like, I'll probably have a pint of Guinness.
Yeah, another one I like to do. I'm 20 minutes from King's Cross, so I'll jump on the train. And I'll go to they've got a Fuller's pub in the station, and I'll have a pint of ESB in there, the parcel yard.
Yeah.
It's stunning.
ESB, I think I've got, look. Oh, there.
Yeah, there. That's still a lovely beer. Luckily, the Asari haven't balls that one up yet. Oh, look at that.
Blimey.
Wow. Who'd you nick that off?
Yeah.
It was in a pub, actually, and... It was the Grove, and occasionally they sell off just beer stuff, and you put it in the charity pot, and then they give it to charity.
Oh, nice.
ESB is like, I would say, for me, is where I started my journey on beer.
Yeah.
ESB, and what I liked about it, ESB is an interesting one. If I went to a pub and it was a chain pub, but they had this hit there, I would always order it.
Yeah.
I just had some great nights, and it doesn't drink like a 5.5% beer. It drinks like a lot less. And I've had some mad nights on ESB.
It's lovely. I mean, literally last year for my birthday, I went into town with the missus for dinner, and we got into King's Cross and had to jump on the tube to go to Camden. And when we got to King's Cross, I was like, I just want to sneak upstairs and have a couple of pints of ESB. So I did that. Went out for dinner, had a really nice dinner, and then we came back to King's Cross to jump on the train home. And she's like, I'll go back upstairs again, another couple of pints of ESB. I could have sat there drunk that all day. To be honest with you, it's just
It's like that.
It's easy drinking, isn't it? It's an easy drinking. It's something you haven't got to overanalyze. And I think that's what I don't know how long we've been going now. About 16 months. When you first get into this, you find yourself you go out for dinner and you sit over for a drink with your missus and that. You sit over analysing everything. And I've now learned that stage where I can just go out and enjoy my beer or have a beer and just don't think about it, switch off, have a nice conversation with Wanda, and not have to overanalyze everything, which I've been guilty of. I think we probably all have been guilty of in the past.
100%. It's one of them things, when you just want to go out and buy a good beer without thinking about it.
Yeah.
There's a select few that you go to, isn't there? But you don't need to think about it because you know that it's going to be good.
It's going to be all right. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I have a different problem, which is we go to a pub and I will then try and sell them our beer. And my mate Al is like, he looks for pubs. So he said, let's go out for a pint. He'll make sure we go to a chain pub that he knows I can't sell beer to. Because he said, otherwise you're gone and then you're selling beer. And then we don't have a night out. So it's bad. It's bad. So, what else? Sobeski's on here.
Sobeski.
Right. So we got Lee W. Have you seen the Brewdog Stout and the North Brew beer going to Tesco? So Brewdog Stout is layer cake, which Wanda's been excited about for about 6 months. And the North beer, they got some Kvike IPA stuff going in, isn't they? So they look pretty nice. I've got to be honest, they do look nice. So they're all coming in from next week, aren't they? So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Mark's got all the new Vocation stuff. I think he's got a permanent pipeline from Vocation now.
I was going to say, every time Vocation do a new release, Mark is on that. He's all over that. It's 3 o'clock.
He knows someone there. I reckon it's his mum.
There's a funny story. We years ago, actually no, not that many years ago, but we turned up at Vocation's brewery on April Fool's Day and told them that we had a van full of beer for delivery because they couldn't keep up with production. And one lad twigged straight away. The other guy went off to the office. He was like, no, I don't know anything about this. Off he went. And he went, this other lad, he was like, are you April Fool's in us? And I was like, yes, I am. He was like, that's flipping amazing. And you know what? They took us around the whole brewery. They showed us how they do everything. They gave us a tour. I mean, their CO2, cell is bigger than our brewery. It's colossal. And then they took us in and showed us the canning line. And they literally loaded us up with boxes and boxes of canned beer. They were so generous. They were so lovely to us. And I just thought, you know what? For a brewery that big, we turned up unannounced. We were messing around. We're a competitor, technically. And yeah, they just gave us loads of time. They were really lovely. Honestly, a silly little thing like that makes all the difference. If I go into Co-op and I'll see some other beers and I think, oh, look at that. And then I see Vocation. I think I'll buy Vocation because I like them. They're nice people. I want to give money to nice people.
I think
that was my cool story.
I think also with Vocation is their they don't do a bad. Very rarely, it's consistency. They very rarely do a bad beer. So when it's coming out, generally it's going to be okay. And obviously, where you're spending money, your hard-earned money, we all work hard. Where you're spending your money, you want to know and as Mark veers towards Vocation, and I get why, because he knows 9 times out of 10 he's going to get a decent beer.
Yeah,
true.
I mean, the only beer I've ever had from Vocation that I didn't like was I think it was their. They've done the barrel aged series, haven't they? And I had the original barrel aged stout, and all I could get off of it was red wine, and it put me right off. I finished it, obviously, but I was just
put me right off. But I drank the whole lot.
I had it with a straw, but
I had all 14 litres of it, but
I can't handle red wine. 2 glasses of red wine, I'm a mess.
I love red wine.
Peaky Blinders IPA is shocking. Is that the one that's in
The one, was it?
or the cheap shit? It's fucking horrible. I've had that.
Who brewed that one?
Thornbridge, you said, I think.
Oh, Thornbridge, right.
Yeah.
Blinders.
Sobieski, I'm drinking the Siren Double Collab now. It's nice, but it's not a £3 beer.
No.
I've done it. I didn't have someone necked mine, so I didn't have it.
Who did that?
I enjoyed it.
I rather liked it.
You really can't beat Thornbridge Dry Pour on cask. It's a different beast to keg.
Never tried it on cask.
Never tried it on cask.
I've never had it.
Evening, gents. Just got on.
Evening,
Good evening. Hope you're keeping well. Keep safe. Remember the rule of 6.
The rule of 6.
What's the rule?
The rule of
6 beers and then go out, socialise.
It's a bit like Star Wars, the rule of 2 and the Sith. I don't know what it's about. But, I'm worried about why Paul's visiting King's Cross. Well, you've got every right to, really.
Man's got to make a bit of money, ain't you? Hard times we're living in.
The West Yorkshireman says that he used to drink ESB in the Castle Hotel in Bradford in the 90s. Fantastic stuff.
Wow, probably even better back then, wasn't it?
Top man.
It's probably the proper stuff back then. Mark Betterini, as per, have you guys tried Le Chouf from Belgium? Great 8% beer. I'm going to go to the next comment. I've not had that. I don't know if you guys have.
Le Chouf. No, I'm a Belgian.
I'm a Belgian beer virgin, really. I've not done a lot of Belgian beers, and I've got to be honest. After Duvel, I probably won't do many more.
I had a Gers for the first time a while ago, and a Gers. I had 2 Gers. I had a cherry one.
Yep.
And I struggled. I'll be honest. I really struggled with that. It was like super strong. And then I got given another one, and that was spot on.
I've only had delirium, really, and that just tastes like a boozy Weizen, and it just ruined it. Mark was saying I was drinking out the wrong glass, to be fair, but I mean,
I remember we had delirium on the channel. We were quite young into what we were doing, and then Dean invited me on to do delirium, and there was something else with Mark. Is the only other live thing I've done with Mark, and I quite like delirium. It's all right. It's a very. I think the thing with Belgian beers is they're very acquired tastes.
Yeah,
and I think they're the thing. I don't know if Mark will agree with this. I'm sure he'll put something in the comment. That they take a little bit of getting used to. I quite like Matilda. Are they something that I would go to every time? Probably not.
No.
I think their style is so unique. But you got all these different things. They are like the funky and all the other stuff, and the yeast they use. Until you get used to that, I think it's an interesting sort of style.
Yeah, I'm certainly in the learning bracket with Belgium.
And me, and I put myself in exactly the same sort of category, Paul, to be fair.
I would even put myself in the category of learning beers, like all the other craft ones in the market, which is actually something that YouTube's done well for me, certainly, is that, to be honest, we only ever really drank our beer and a handful of others. Mm-hmm. So, like, watching the YouTube reviews and all this kind of stuff, I've kind of branched out and tried other people's beers. And actually, as a result of that, we've already started to sort of turn the rudder on our business to start doing some interesting beers that we wouldn't have done before. So, and we're doing a load of canned stuff now. We just had a meeting today. Loads of stuff's gone on today. We've had loads of meetings. I'm meeting out, to be honest. But it's exciting. It is an exciting time.
I'm excited. Next
So who were your so Paul? So who were your inspirations to start your channel?
What, channel wise?
Yeah,
Other people.
yeah.
To be honest, I think the obvious answer was Simon. Watching Simon do it, I was just like, okay, it's a British guy, because the only other people you came across seemed to be American.
He's Welsh.
Well,
It's not his fault. He even apologises for it. To be fair,
yeah, but no, it was Simon. It was Simon's beer reviews, a real ale guide. I used to watch him, and I thought it's really good. It just kind of opened my eyes to a whole load of different beers, and I thought I would have a crack at that. So
I think I think his enthusiasm was infectious.
Yeah.
He bounces around and that. I was going through a really shit divorce. Moved in with See and Wonder. I remember turning YouTube on one day, just flicking through, saw this picture of this bloke stood in his kitchen. I thought, what's happening? And I started watching him, and like Wonder come in. I watched about 5 or 6 in a row, and Wanda's come in, and she's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "I've got to turn it off." I'm like, I'm really sorry. He's probably boring. She went, "No. You want to watch him? Watch him." And I was like, and there are other people. I was like, and then I found Rob from Hopzine and like Dean, and then you're off. Like, who else is there? And you don't think of anything. And then I remember
I discovered Simon by accident. I didn't know
exactly the same.
I didn't know beer reviewing was the thing.
Nope.
I went searching for beers. I went on YouTube searching for a beer that I'd seen in the shop and wanted to know if anyone knew anything about it. And then it came up, someone drinking it on camera, and I thought, what a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
A bloke there drinking it, he's telling me what he thinks of it.
Yeah.
So you kind of get an idea of you kind of.
And for me, do my thoughts match his? Am I getting the same thing he's getting? And if not, why not? And then learning that each and every one of our palates is different.
That's it. That was the next thing I realised. Is that I drink a beer, he might hate it, and I drink it, I think that's really nice.
You're wrong.
like Siren.
Well, yeah, exactly. I was adamant I was going to really enjoy that beer. That's the first beer I've ever had from Siren where I've been like, yeah, you know, I love Siren, fantastic brewery, but that beer was, in my opinion, at the time, was bang average at best. I was gutted with it.
And the trouble is, then you're in and we're all in that rabbit hole now. We're in a rabbit hole of YouTube where I remember last February I came up with the idea of the old Wonder Beer Wonder, and I said to Wonder, I'm going to start this, so I'm going to take the piss out of you. And I actually sent it to my best mate saying, this is what I'm going to do. He's like, yeah, you'll never get it off the ground. And we did about 4 or 5, maybe 10 reviews of us at this table and didn't really go anywhere. Mark, bless him, got hold of us and sort of started getting involved. I started to take it a little bit more seriously, and it's become my hobby. And it is my hobby. It's not hers. Bless her, she'll sit there, and we're fucking 16 months later. And I genuinely didn't believe we'd get 9 subscribers, let alone 900 and something.
Yeah.
It's blown my mind. It really has.
I was the same. I kind of started it on a whim. I thought about it for a little while, and I just thought, you know what, bollocks, let's just do it. Record a video. I think it was like one Sunday evening just after Christmas. And I recorded a video, whacked it up on YouTube, and that was that. And I kind of got the bug and just kept doing it. And for ages, I'm not getting any subscribers, but I was kind of enjoying doing it. Yeah. So, and then this year, it's all changed. And I think for obvious reasons, you know, people have been at home drinking beer, so it's all kind of kicked off. And
well, I think you hit on a fantastic, and it was fantastic. I saw about 3 videos of yours. I thought, I know what you're doing. And I thought, fucking fair play to you. You've hit on a style of the park bench shit. And you're off. And I'd sat there, and every week I was chuckling to myself with the beers you were doing, thinking, fair play, absolutely fair play. You are reviewing beers every fucker can get hold of.
People love them, though. People love them. Tenant Super, Goldberg special brew. People wanted to see the review, so I thought, bollocks, do it.
Cracking. Absolutely cracking.
I'm going for a laugh. I'll do it. So.
I think my first video we ever did was me and Al did one about 80s beer, and then we watched the videos, the adverts for each beer, and then we tried it, and it was just me and Al having a mess around. I think we started YouTube. I love YouTube. I'm a massive petrol head, but most of the stuff I watch is American. So I watch a guy called Cletus McFarlane who does.
Is there a more American name than Cletus?
Yeah. Well, his real name isn't Cletus McFarlane. It's like
family guy, isn't he?
He's got to be from the south. He's got to be.
Do you know why he's contagious? Because he's like his tagline is "Hell yeah, brother," and he drinks Mountain Dew, and he's like
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Freedom, and he's ended up growing his channel so much. He bought an old oval circuit, and he's called it the Freedom Factory. Wow. And it's got an old Crown Vic police car that he turned into a drift car, and he's got loads of stuff. He had a hovercraft the other day. I mean, the guy's amazing, but I really like him. So I watch him. I watch. There's like the absolute opposite end is like Mark Felton, the history guy. I love history and war and all that kind of stuff. So I watch a lot of that, and then there's a guy called Barry Lewis who does like
love Barry Lewis cooking.
I love it, and my kids love him.
Brilliant.
You know when he says what was it when he says seal? And you seal that up, and then he goes, "Bye, yeah." He's
very, very, very funny.
He's brilliant. And
I've actually got to Barry Lewis in about the last month. Obviously, where me and Wanda started doing the cooking bits and stuff. So you take sort of bits of inspiration from other people. Yeah. Barry Lewis's channel is superb. His kitchen hacks and all the other shit. Is superb.
Zametti, have you seen him? Zametti does like wood turning, so he turns wood and does all the resin stuff. Really like that, and he's well edited. I've heard
one of them. I can't remember who he is. Hang on.
Yeah, Nick Zametti.
I think a guy I watch, and he never says a word.
Oh no, this guy talks, and he always.
No. This channel, if the people that watch him. Comment in the thing, the odd channels you watch or the things you watch. I watch someone called Odd Tinkerings, right? And what he does, he'll take, I don't know, like an old PS1 controller that's fucking yellowed, manky.
Oh yeah, I watch him. He's brilliant.
And it's mesmerising.
I'll show you something. You're going to think I'm a right sad guy, but you'll like this. So, you know when we went to the Isle of Wight the other week? The boys bought a load of old toy cars, and I watched a guy restore some Matchbox cars. And Kobe watched it with me, and he said, "Daddy, you know that limousine that we bought? Can we sort it out?" And this limousine had no paint on it. It was battered, and we took it all apart and restored it.
Wow. Hang on. Let me bring you up. Hang on.
So it's not a great job, but it's all right for. It had no paint on the wheels. It was all bashed up. So we took it all apart. Even got the little sunroof working again.
Oh, I love that.
Was that a sedan?
Yeah, we took it apart, sanded it all down. And it's just a bit of fun. But that's because I watch YouTube.
Odd tinkerings, 20 minutes of a man not talking, bleaching stuff with peroxide, and it's incredible.
But that's probably got another 20 years in that old boy now.
Yeah.
He's our fellow. He's called Matt Jordan. And literally on my phone there's a video of him doing wood turning. He's taking a lump of wood.
Hang on. Say that.
You probably won't be able to pick it up because it's on my phone. But he's literally turning wood in that photo there, in that video. Oh. And he's making a beer tankard out of it.
Oh, legend.
Wow.
A lump of wood from a tree. And yeah, Matt Jordan, his name is, and the stuff he does with lumps of trees is incredible.
Let's just whack through these comments, boys. So Lee W, I love Goes Lambics. Bretonomics. So Brett, the first beer I came across with Brett was Funk X Punk, and I loved Funk X Punk in Tesco's, the old Brewdog Overworks funky beer. Love that.
I've not had any of the Overwork stuff yet. Got to get on that.
Yeah, I'm not, because it's all a lot of it sours. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Don't
Every
float me.
time I go to Morrison's, there's one up there.
Yeah, it's the Cosmic Crush.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Is it raspberry sour or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. No, you're fine.
I never pick it up.
3 pints of Osset Berry White Rat and a pint of Treacle Stout to finish off this lovely evening.
Bit of White Rat. You can't go wrong with White Rat.
West Yorkshireman finishing already, or is he just is that his plan? Don't tell me.
It's a great party to be in, gentlemen.
Hang on.
There we go. Here. Oh, that's a funky can, isn't it?
Yeah, this is.
Hang on, let me get rid of that, and then we'll have a proper look.
The old smiley faces. Acid.
Hang on, let me try and get it perfectly in focus. There you go.
He's a perfectionist, isn't he, old Paul? Isn't he, eh?
So this is the Pato. They're based in Marsden.
Pinocchio's dad.
It's the Pato's Pinocchio's dad.
Zabato. He's a bloke.
Yeah, he's not getting the joke.
I'm not getting the joke, sorry. Yeah.
Christ sake.
Great. Honestly, great beer. You want to watch this guy? He is up and coming. I'm telling you now. Even when he opened, I was like, oh, never heard of him. Like, he is everywhere and his beer is good. I mean, like, can't knock the man. And I genuinely was like, this guy could see us all off at this rate. He's really good. He's really good. He knows how to. He obviously knows what he's doing because, got his product everywhere. Brilliant. And I can't knock the beer. Can't knock it.
That's all you want, isn't it? That's all you want.
So
I'm going to get triggered, though.
If you have Belgian beers in Belgium, that's when you will start to appreciate them more. You will then learn why they are drunk from certain glasses and what temperatures to serve them at. It's fair, I mean. West Yorkshireman, a definite education for me. The first time I went Belgian drinking, something I need to do. I might take wander over there. That'd be a laugh. That's a great story, Scott. Simon has got me through a lot recently. But do you know what? And it'll sound sad that he probably got me through a lot of my divorce because I just sit and turn off. You could sit and turn off to beer reviews for a little while. I like. Everyone's got their own little individual thing. I like Paul. I like Paul for the same reason that I like Dean. It's fucking no nonsense. This is the beer. This is what I think of it. I'm off now, and I like that. Mark's got his own little spin on things where he goes, "Oh, we waffle for about 12 minutes," and everyone's got their own little thing. Simon, I completely agree. He's probably responsible for probably 80% of every other beer reviewer in this country.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I will say I knew of Simon before I even started a brewery. So I'd seen him. I saw him washing his car with Budweiser once, and I thought it was a funny. And I used it many a time at parties. Somebody would bring Budweiser. I was like, dude, no one wants Budweiser. Look, this dude washed his car with it. And they're like, I think it was probably before I actually definitely said, right, I'm going to do YouTube. It was Simon, and I would say it was Craft Beer Channel, Brad and Johnny.
Yeah.
And I met them just after I'd set it up at BeerX at Seba. And bless them, they gave me the time of day. I completely went and caught them when they were trying to do some work, and I just interrupted, and they gave me all the time in the world. Really nice guys. But I will say, Simon, lockdown, doing the lifeboat was an absolute lifesaver for me. Yeah. Like, if you imagine all your life savings being put into a business and then your customer base is just
Dying.
decimated overnight.
Yeah.
I was like, what the chuff do I do? And it gave me a focus.
Yeah, for a week.
And that's how I met all you guys. Because I actually met you all in Simon's chat and then started to like just go through Instagram and see if any of you wanted to try my beer. Because I was like, well, if no one knows we exist, I'm never going to sell any.
Well, that's it. So I remember to the day I was on the grind, doing my usual job, and I got a message on Instagram from John. And he said, look, my name's John. I'm from Lord's Brewing Company, and I just wondered if you'd like to try some of my beer. And you're not going to say no to beer, are you? So he offered me beer. We got chatting, and I think straight away I just got the impression that you were a very genuine, decent bloke who was just trying to get your beer out there. And we got chatting quite quickly after that, didn't we? Really?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And the beer was lovely. And I say, if you subscribe to my channel, you know I don't talk crap. I don't lie. I tell it how it is. If the beer's awful, I say it's awful. If the beer's good, I'll tell you it's good. And I've reviewed a couple of John's beers now from Lord's Brewing, and genuinely they're cracking beers, absolutely cracking beers. So it made it easier to review because you had that awkward moment where you're reviewing the beer and you're thinking, please don't be crap, please don't be crap. And then but I wasn't expecting. It was the Silver Spur was the first one I reviewed by you, and when I drank it, I was just like, "Wow, is that really, really good?" You know, I'm one of those people who's of the opinion that you don't get nothing good for free, but that was the exception to the rule. You know what I mean? I got a pale ale and it was blinding. You know, so
well, that's it. Honestly, when this is all over, I want you guys to come up. I want Simon, Mark, Beer Hooligan, all the crew at the brewery. We'll just have loads of beers, have loads of fun. We'll try loads of stuff. Order the takeaways in and just have a blast.
I mean, me and Abby are genuinely really, really looking forward to coming up. Abby was talking about it the other night and just saying, "You ain't going without me. I'm coming with you. I'm coming to Lord." So she's well up for it. So yeah, we're coming, mate, as soon as we can.
Awesome.
100%.
Awesome. The way the lockdown's looking, it'll be the other side of blooming Christmas. I completely murdered the pour of this, and I put it. Zapato will be screaming at me because I've put it in a Lord's glass.
Still looks good though, doesn't it?
It's bang on. It's a proper pale ale. It's dry. It's fruity. It's got all the hop character that you want in it.
It's a very nice glass as well, I must say. Very
well,
nice.
I like my. Oh, you're hankering for a Lord's Rinko glass.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. I like it. It's great. Great.
It's the best glass in the land. Yeah. No, Zapato. Great people. I saw a comment about Zapato. What does it say?
Yeah. Lee W.
Yeah. Leeds in Leeds. Zapato made a stout with a passion fruit called You Are Free. It was my beer of last year.
Wow.
Nice. That's good.
Right. Sorry about that. I was just talking to Lee.
Hello, Leah.
Yeah, she's not well, mate.
Oh, bless her.
Bless her.
Where are we at?
We're I've missed some out actually.
Yeah, we read out Lee's, but I've not read Sobieski's. Rescue.
Let's go Sobieski. Like I said, Simon and these lads have helped keep me sane over the past 6 months. Appreciate that, and you're welcome. Defo on a few of these chats. Simon, Beer Wonder. I've spoken to some great people about beers, life, and just general chatting when I've been in a lonely place. Keep it up, guys. Appreciate that. My mate Dean, I'm on him because I want him back.
I like Dean. What
number 3.
Yeah, I've just
Josh Edwards put, cheers to John for my recent August bank holiday drop. I'll be ordering some again in the next few months. What great beers. Thank you, Josh. That's really cool of you.
We'll get there. Been watching Simon for about 10 to 11 years. Top man. Also, Joe D from the US, one of the founding fathers of the YouTube beer reviews. Check him out. Correct.
I'll have a look. I've not seen him before.
Beer Hooligan. Mark Felton War channel is awesome.
It is really good.
Give that a check out. I review guys tried Dark Art Stout by Magic Rock. I've had that. I quite like that.
a lovely beer, that one.
I think they've given me that one before.
I'll put look, that's me. Look up Odd Tinkerings because I love Odd Tinkerings. I can just tell you. Paul Charlton, I wouldn't dream of drinking some of Paul's beer reviews, the cheap lagers, etc. But I love the videos.
Crazy like that.
You might see something simpler. You might see something similar once a week from us. Just a heads up.
We should do this. We should do this. Make it a regular thing.
I even had thought of doing it. I was like, getting a brewery. See, I won't be awful to other breweries, but if it's like Carling, I will quite gladly be awful to him. So I was
it always amuses me that in our top 10 most viewed videos, I think one of them's Carling, one of them's Desperados.
Oh.
So we're gonna change our channel up slightly next week, where we're gonna do probably Sunday's gonna be a cooking video, Tuesday will be a decent craft beer video, and Thursdays are gonna be some utter fucking rubbish. And I think that's what we do 3 a week, and that's where we're going to go with it. I think.
But isn't it funny when you grab a beer that you think is going to be absolute garbage and you kind of enjoy it?
Yeah.
It happens to me now, doesn't it?
So the next one we've got going to come in, and it's simply because I have an amazing glass, and I picked it up at a jumble sale. And it is.
you talked about this before, yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw it when you're here. It's my Budweiser glass.
Oh yeah, really, really nice glass.
It's like an offensive weapon. It's that heavy. And I sat there the other day thinking, what can I do? And I thought, I've got a Budweiser glass. I can showcase it.
I could have believed it when you showed me the picture of that glass.
That might well come next week. With in my glass, because the glass is going to be better than the fucking beer. Working in the morning, Paul. So early bath tonight.
Oh, fair play, mate. Fair play.
That'd be a good bath.
I've skipped a bit. So Sobieski has put, I'd recommend Rescue and Restore on YouTube. He restores old Tonka toys. I love things like that.
I've watched that. It's good.
Zapata made a stout with passion fruit called You Are Free. It was my beer of last year. Oh, okay.
Zapata. I've got to look them up now. Zapato.
Yeah, Zapato.
Yeah.
I've heard of him.
Well, if you'd like me to put you in touch, boys, I can sort you out.
All right. I'm all over it.
I see.
Is that a 1911 she's got there?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. Guns. Can't wait to visit Lords and John, as it's only 2 or 3 miles away from me, John. Well done, mate.
Lucky bastard.
Mark's up for the get together.
We need to go for a beer, don't we, with Mark? That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, Mark's all right. Very nice.
Very nice.
Did you see today? They've announced Borat fucking he's got the guns out.
John's got a fucking gun out. What are you doing, man?
I ain't putting that on the big screen, I'll tell you that.
It's not. It's an airsoft gun. It's an airsoft gun.
Immediately.
It's a modified 1911, and I just recognise the gun.
Is it? Does it work?
It's an airsoft gun.
Oh,
shot
right.
Lydia earlier. It's fine.
It's not a real gun. I used to do a lot of airsoft. I've got loads of rifles and all sorts of stuff.
I know we've
But
all
it
got.
just shoots little ball bearings.
Oh, number 3. The right time.
All right,
Hoorah.
Um,
I grew up in a family where my parents, not my parents, my mum never had a gun, but my dad did. My dad used to shoot a lot. My uncle used to shoot a lot. So we always had guns in the family, but I've never wanted to keep firearms ever. So I took up airsoft, and I really enjoyed it. But then when I started the brewery, I just didn't have the time to do it anymore. So I ended up getting into RC cars. So that's another guy I follow called Kevin Talbot.
I've got into RC people.
Yeah, it's just something I do with the kids, that's all. Me and the boys.
Airsoft looks a lot of fun, though. You seen some of the videos that go on YouTube of the airsoft?
Oh yeah. Oh man, I loved it. I really enjoyed it.
When we were in Great Yarmouth, and there was me, my boy Archie, and Chantel's boyfriend Sam, and we went into a shop, and there was airsoft, and they had knives, and I was walking around, I was like, wow, it was just amazing. I was like a kid, and they had like Batman batarangs and stuff like that. It was fucking brilliant.
So I'm intrigued. How'd you do an airsoft knife? Is it like made of foam?
Yeah, you can have a rubber one. Yeah.
Just
You
like,
can do-
I mean, the guns in there was incredible. It was like because there's no, I mean, Portsmouth, there's nothing like that, and we go in there like it's just incredible.
Behind our house, like just down the road, is my mate's business called Patrol Base, and they sell all that stuff. And then they've got a place called Halo Mill, and it's a close quarter battle, like indoor airsoft thing. I used to go there all the time, and you get some guys. There was a guy called Stuart Manx who used to be in the army, and he would go with a banana into the CQB thing and kill you because he'd go up behind you. You would never see him; he'd just appear. And he'd go, knife kill, and you'd be getting, and it was a banana. And he would just like, flipping Nora, I'm dead. Yeah, it was really good.
Give up. That's it. I'd retire.
So Mark's doing all his. He's doing the he's doing every burger in the fast food range at the moment, and he's doing the Big Tasty. Do you love a Big Tasty?
I like it.
What did I have today? I had do a chicken legend, Mark, and I'll come up and see you.
Oh, I like the Whopper one. I love a Whopper. I think you nailed the Whopper there, mate. That was a good video.
The beer hooligans, slow down. I can't keep up with all the burgers.
I love burgers. Who doesn't?
What glass is that one? Sounds like a one I should hunt down. What glass
Are you
is
on
that?
about that glass? Or is she on about your Budweiser glass?
Oh yeah, the goblet. Yeah, the goblet's fantastic. You have to wait for the video. I'm not showing it on this. I'm gonna wait for the video.
When you get that Budweiser glass out, everyone will be like, "Where the hell did you find that?"
Genuinely, I bought. We went. There's a pub just over the way, and they were doing a jumble sale. During lockdown had finished, and they were in a jumble sale because they wanted to raise some money for a microwave. So me and Wanda went over there, picked up a couple of table runners, and I picked up a Green King glass. Sorry about that. Just a couple of. I think I picked up 4 or 5 glasses. There was a Hobgoblin glass, something else, and all of a sudden I picked up this bloody Budweiser glass, and it is solid glass. It's just. I'm like, yeah, I'm having that. So I go over. I've got 5 glasses. The bloke says to me, "That'd be a £5, please." I'm like, I feel like I'm taking the piss, mate. So it's all done on bank transfer. So I gave him a tenner. Well, you know what? I ain't taking the piss. I gave him a tenner. Comes home, goes on Google, on eBay. It's worth about 25 quid. I'm like, result. I'm a winner.
What's that one? Who's that?
Hang on.
You got a Gas Monkey beer glass?
Yep.
That's awesome. Where'd you get that?
My mate brought it back from Gas Monkey, the garage. They've got a merch shop, and he brought that back.
Ooh.
And then he brought me a shot glass.
Oh, wicked. Gas Monkey shot glass. Now you're talking.
But he bought this from the liquor store down the road because the Gas Monkey don't actually have the license to actually sell it. So this was sold down the road.
That's a cinnamon infused tequila. The Gas Monkey's name on it.
Absolutely gorgeous.
That sounds good, man.
If I can get another bottle of it, I'm buying another bottle.
Yeah.
A little tiny bit in the bottom there. Look.
You can say evening to Jen because Jen's
Jen.
on Spice and Easy, and I think on Chris's channel as well. Chris the Butcher, lovely. If you guys don't subscribe to Chris the Butcher, you really need to. He's fucking brilliant.
I've gone across and I've subscribed.
Good. I'll unfriend you immediately.
I've gone for the Rubicon one that we were laughing at last week.
Oh, hang on. Yeah. So I had that the other night. So John left that here.
Yeah.
And I had that.
It goes in the Rubicon. Yeah, Drygate Brewery, crossing the Rubicon, West Coast IPA. Apparently, this one's 6.9% ABV.
I never got that. I never got 6.9% out of that.
No? Well, we'll have a go. See if it's any good.
I love their whatchamacallit, the disco forklift truck. I just love the name.
I don't mind disco forklift trucks.
What was that comment just then? What did
What was
it say?
that? Was that Mark's?
John only wants us all up at the brewery to plan Ocean 15. I'll be like that, boys. I've got a computer, and here they go. Yeah, no, I'm only kidding. Oh, look at that. The colour's pretty good on that.
Oh, can it?
Yeah.
Looks like a West
Oh,
Coast.
no idea. My very good friend, the lovely Barry Lee.
Barry. Hello, mate.
If you aren't subscribed to Barry and Beaker's beer reviews, because let's face it, Beaker's got more fucking personality than Barry, then go over and check him out, because Barry is a top man. Doesn't know anything about beer, but it's fine.
Oh, flipping out. I murdered it again.
What are you drinking, Barry? What are you on, mate?
He'll be off. He'll either be on the perfect draft or his blade, or one of the beers. What I love about Barry's beer reviews, if you've never seen all the beer, no idea. He can never remember where he's bought the beer from or what it cost him.
I said he just through shopping bags. You only bought it about 5 minutes ago.
It's
got
cracking.
a shop somewhere.
Absolutely cracking. It's just absolutely brilliant. He's a top man.
He's very funny. I've got to admit, I've watched a few of his reviews. Do you know, I'm not even sure if I'm subscribed. I'm going to go and subscribe now if I'm not.
Immediately.
All the beer, no idea. Also, if anybody...
And what a fantastic intro Barry's got. What an amazing intro to his beers he's got. I don't know who did them.
I wonder who that could be.
You sort out an intro for him?
Yeah, I did it. Because he's now out.
To be fair, everything technical that I've
already subbed.
I've asked Scott about, because I don't know nothing about computers. I don't edit nothing. Scott did all the artwork for this one. We had to run it on his channel because I didn't know how.
Yeah, I'm quite happy to help, but it hasn't got to be on here. I'll do it with anybody. So it always amuses me quite a bit. Barry's an absolute technophobe. I mean, horrendous, probably worse than you, Paul. And he's like, "Can you do?" He told me what he wanted, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that." He said, "It'll probably take you hours." It took me about 5 minutes. He went, "I do." And then he came back saying, "That's not what I wanted." Like, you fucking pick.
Oh man! So, going back to the hovercraft trip where Paul was sat at a ferry port.
All right.
Yes.
So what had happened? There was a little prequel to this where we'd kept putting the postcode up constantly, and then Scott finished it off with a picture of a hovercraft with the flashing postcode. I was like, wow, he's really gone to some effort here. And it was still wrong.
Yeah.
And then Paul thought
Postcode.
trolled him. Just completely trolled him. Just to make, like, yeah, Paul, we just thought it'd be funny to make you sit for 40 minutes.
Drove down 2 hours. The wrong pissing place. Sat there, like Billy No Mates, for ages, wondering where the fuck is everyone?
But you ask Wanda, when I've got something in my head and I know I'm right, that's it. I'm fucking right. Don't you do it? And then I put it in flashing lights and music. It's like, it's wrong.
It was wrong. The whole time. Drove down there, knew exactly where I was going.
It was amazing. And it was the fact that we got off the hovercraft. You went, John, slight problem. That's
3 miles away.
12 miles away. So I had to get an Uber. Oh, gosh, it was flipping funny. That was an absolute belter.
That was funny. Where am I?
My kids keep asking to come to your house, Scott.
Is that your kids?
Yeah, they proper loved your kids and the way that all the Disney stuff. And all I've heard is, Daddy, can we get a TV like theirs?
I'm a big tech. There's a story.
Well, we've got 2 lounges. So this house used to be, it's 3 stories. It used to be an underdwelling and then a house on top. And the kitchen was in the above where I am now. But the previous owners bought this underdwelling. So now we've got this big kitchen here. And then upstairs, what was the kitchen is now a back lounge. So the kids have all their toys and everything in there. It's really the kids' room. And they've got their own telly, but it's not massive. And then we've got, I'm not bothered, but I like cozy, nice sort of little spaces. So we've got, I think our TV's like 39 inch or something like that. It's not very big.
Yeah.
And all I've heard is, Daddy, Scott and Wonder's telly. When are we going to get a proper telly? And then I was like,
proper telly.
Daddy can't afford one of those tellies. And then he was like, yeah, and we've never been on a holiday on an aeroplane either. And I was like,
You want to know something else about the telly? I'm going to tell you something else about the telly. So, when I moved in with Wanda had a Wanda, was your 32-inch? 32-inch telly. I brought the one that's in Archie's room with me, which is a 55-inch curved screen. Right. That was up on behind me. We've got this. Well, it was on the other side, and then I went to see a friend of mine, and he got a 65-inch. I thought, I like that. So, I know it gets better. You're going to hate me, and you'll probably both leave this live stream immediately. So I said to Wanda, I quite like that telly. So we go over to Curry's, and it was when it was either the World Cup was on or Euros, and it was however much. I think it was 1,500 quid, right? And it was one of these ones where win your money back. I'm like, yeah, fuck off, will I? So you actually have wait 30 days. It cost me 1,500 quid. Wait 30 days. You put your code in, and you have a chance to win your money back. I won my money back. It cost me nothing.
Oh, wow!
Wow.
I was like that. You put your code in like that. Yeah, I'll set a timer on my phone. Yeah, all right then. Congratulations, you're a winner.
That's free £1,500 telly.
Free telly.
That's
Wait
amazing.
for us to go to Disneyland.
Shit. I've got a 55-inch in my front room.
Yep.
I'm feeling very inadequate at this point.
Well, I've had mine 2 years. It's probably outdated by now. That's the only thing. It's got 4K. There's nothing 4K on telly, though, is there?
Well, my TVs are handoffs from friends. I haven't even bought either of them.
The TV I had before that was a handoff. I think I got it off a job. A customer of mine who I'd done their garden for ages got a new telly. And they said, you know anyone who might want this one? I think, I'll have it. Yeah, it was a good telly as well. It was the Toshiba home cinema back in the days where you used to have speakers and TVs. You could hear what was going on.
I remember that, yeah. Right, let's get back to these comments. Especially these comments. We'll get rid of them. What's he doing now?
It's the skunk.
I thought Wonder might like this.
Oh, hang on, Wanda. What's this?
Cuddly toy.
What
He's got a little...
There's the parking skunk, Wanda.
Well, now I want it.
So Wanda was going to join us, but there's all sorts going on at the moment with Leon. So
Don't worry.
Not an issue.
Lovely lads, just been to the in-laws. So I've done Barry. Let's get down. Evening Barry. That's the guy. Gas Monkey Garage, cool. I'm on the tea tonight, saving myself for tomorrow. Well done, Lee. On nothing at the moment, lads. Had 5 points of spam. 5 points.
What the heck is Spatten Fest?
Who spat on his vest?
He spat on his vest or on his vest.
Did you see the name of the email of that person that was asking for beer mats? That's got to be a wind up. Was that one of you two?
Did anyone see the Kirkstall Providence in Morrison's? Yeah, obviously that's the pink sort of jazz league can, isn't it?
Yeah, both of them really good. The Kirkstall, New England, and the West Coast are both very good.
No, I'm struggling to get along a lot of the Morrison's bit. Do you know what? Morrison's, Tesco's, it's just a fucking lottery. It really is. I know Tesco's, they're all the Tesco extras are going to there. Morrison's, you've been to one of the Morrison's up here. It might as well not even fucking be there. They might as well napalm the place. I have to go.
I didn't think it was that bad though. We did get some of the stuff we wanted, didn't we?
Yeah, because I picked up some Morrison's Continental Lager.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Have you tried one yet? Have you tried one?
No, yeah.
Yeah, they do a premium one as well, don't they? They do a premium lager in Morrison.
Well, they do a Savers Lager as well. I didn't realise they did the Savers Lager as well, so I have to get hold of that. I saw that.
That bitter review.
That's definitely a fucking load of old shit, that is.
I've been after the new Buxton one. Is it Axe Edge?
Axe Edge.
Can't get it. Can't get it.
No, I can't get that. I can't get Choco Libre. I can't get that. Yeah.
Can't get that one. I got the silly price one.
Oh, the Omni Polo. Yeah, you sent a picture.
Grabbed the bottle. I grabbed a bottle of that one today. I can't believe I stole this bottle of beer ever. £8 I paid that little bastard.
Yeah, I think to be fair, I've seen that in the local bottle shop by me, and I'm sure that's closer to a tenner. So
hopefully it'll be good. I'll save that for a review, see what everyone thinks. But
don't you open it on my channel, mate? You fucking. I have an original 37-inch LCD for 2005 in our bedroom now, and that cost $3,500 back then. Jesus Christ, mate!
Holy smoke, Denny's.
I have a 37 and very in my lounge, and that was 15. It's the prices of these tellies. So that was 1,500. Luckily, I won the money back. But
Vieira, whoa, Mark, I know that one.
So this was the last comment we got. I managed to get the Northern Monk North Star this morning. Only had 3 cans left on the shelf. 09 back. That North Star. I like that. That is a lovely, lovely stout. It's a cracker.
Really nice beer, that one.
I've got a stout actually.
I've got the Vocation Sweet Temptation sitting right over there.
Oh yeah, we've done that. I like that. I think that's all right. It's not a patch on North Star. I'm not going to sit and say it is.
The Morrisons are doing 4 for a tenner now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. The trouble is, I have to go fucking 10 mile, probably that far to go out and get them. And it's just, I went out the other night because I was sat playing the PlayStation, but I don't want to be driving out that bloody far, to be fair.
Nah, not really. Not for a few beers, no.
No. Which is why I went to Tesco tonight to get what I've got, to be fair.
Yeah. No.
I got the Estonian Orange Goza today from Morrison's. Another one, not worth £3.
Yeah. Couldn't find that one either. Didn't get that one.
No, I haven't seen that. I know they've got Divide and Conquer in there as well.
Divide and Conquer. What
Vocation. Yeah, I've had Divide and Conquer from the website, but I've never reviewed it, and it was all right.
It's supposed to be said in Tupelo. I reviewed that a couple of months ago. That's a Thornbridge and Salt collaboration.
Yeah.
I was telling you earlier about 2 of my beers of the year this year have been both by Thornbridge, but they're both collab.
Yeah.
Pondera, Thornbridge, and Firestone Walker is one of them, and Capello, Thornbridge and Salt. That's one of the other ones. I've got that one in the fridge. That's coming out soon, my friend. That's coming out.
I didn't get sent one.
But if you find Tupelo or Pondera in your Morrison's, grab it. It's superb.
I like Pondera. Pondera's all right.
What? Yeah, Pondera's a lovely beer. I've got a can of that sitting over here in my kitchen.
See, I did Pondera with Alive with Dean. It was the only one that we sort of sorted out to get. I was a massive fan of it. I thought it was all right.
I think it's a lovely
I think Simon's shit all over it. Someone's shit all over it, which is fair enough. Each to their own. Hang on. He show that off, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it so everybody gets a good view. So this is Squawk Brewing, who is Ollie, 7.4% this bad boy. It's a Corvus Stout. Ollie is another guy that when we started, what a lovely man. He had his brewing kit was made by Pure World, and we had no brewery sort of equipment to give as a reference. And we went to him and he showed us all his kit. He was really lovely with us. He gave us loads of pointers. And what a nice guy. His brewery's in Manchester, but he lives in Holmfirth, so he's a Huddersfield lad.
I've been to Holmfirth. That's where they filmed Last of the Summer Wine.
That is right, yeah.
I like that.
Lovely guy. So I thought...
I went there with my dearly deceased and very, very, very selfish parents that died.
I don't know where to go on this story at this point.
The truth, they did. They were selfish and left me. I am an orphan.
Wow.
I love a good can wrap. I'm well into any good artwork on a can at the moment. I had that one from Leviathan.
Hang on, I'm just going to chuck you on. Hang on.
What was the one that had Comic Sans on it?
Leviathan Brewery. Look at that. Instinct of survival. All their inspiration is kind of...
That's like something else, like
scary looking.
Yeah, it's just a guy on his own on a country route, really foggy. All their inspirations like dark heavy metal music and horror films. That is simple but awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
It draws you in, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. Really good artwork. I love that. Good beer as well, to be fair.
What was that beer you shared with me, Paul? And it had Comic Sans as a font.
Oh shit!
I was like, that's got to be a wind up.
I know the one. What was it? It was a stout or something, wasn't it? I'm sure it was a stout.
He said it was really good, but I couldn't believe anybody was still using Comic Sans.
I'll have a butcher's.
Lee, I'm
going to do a beer called Comic Sans.
I'm going to chuck this one up, but I'm also going to chuck up your next one because I think it's quite interesting. I think Morrison's have really messed up this beer release. Every beer should have been in plenty of stock. I don't disagree. The fact that they've, to be fair, looking at the beers that are on offer, the Morrison's beers wipe the floor potentially with everything in Tesco's. But what Morrison's have got wrong is not every beer is available in every store. And the amount of comments that I get on our videos, and I'm sure Paul gets the same, is I can't get hold of this beer. And it must be really frustrating for the guys that are out there, guys and girls, that want to try these beers, but they're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah,
and I know I've actually got quite a good relationship with Mozza Beers on Instagram, and I might have to message them and say, do you know what? I think you're fucking up a little bit.
Yeah, well, my Tesco's a disgrace. We still haven't got double punk in there.
Right. Is this down to Morrison's as a whole, or is it down to the branch managers? So somebody in those branches, I can't believe that. Right. So on the estate above us, you can't get sushi in the co-op.
Right.
But if you go to the co-op further up the hill in the posher bit, you can get sushi. Right. So all co-ops normally do sushi, but obviously it doesn't sell in the lower one, the one further down, which is actually a bigger co-op. So surely the branch manager has some control over what they're buying. So is the reason why this stuff isn't stocked, is it down to the fact of the people that are buying? They must have a list that they buy off, and they're going, yeah, well, they might be a little bit behind on all this, and they might be saying, well, actually, I sell more Carling. They might be looking at the figures and the margins and saying, well, actually, I need my monthly bonus, and buying all this in is not going to get my bonus. Maybe I buy that one instead.
I think shelf space is obviously going to be an issue on what they can get in. Obviously, they've got their core range of stuff they can sell. Whereas in the bigger Morrisons or the bigger Tesco's, they're going to have
Okay, mine.
They're going to have a bigger shelf space to be able to get these beers into them. I think that has to be a consideration. But I've got two Morrisons in Portsmouth with us, and I can't get any of it. I have to drive out of town 7, 8, 9, 10 miles to go and get the stuff.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. And the one that actually got me was
and your hang on a minute, your Morrison's is really near the garrison.
Yeah,
or the Royal Navy.
It's next to the dockyard.
Like, surely there's a lot of Navy boys that absolutely. It wasn't that long ago that HMS Cavalier, which was one of the fastest ships in the fleet, they got a Cock of the North thing because they had a race with another HMS, whatever it was, and they won, and it was sponsored by a local brewery. So there is a heritage with the Navy and breweries. So why on earth you've got a Morrison's next to the Royal Navy?
Literally, you come out. I mean, there's 3 gates to the dockyard in Portsmouth, and this one is one of the main gates. You literally come out to right, and it's immediately there. And their Ranger craft beer is shocking.
Yeah,
it's shocking. The one that got me was the Brewdog and the Vermont Sessions one. I can't remember who they did it with, and I kept messaging Mozza Beers on. I know it was during lockdown. I'm not ignorant to that, but I kept messaging Mozza Beers saying, "I've got 3. These are the 3 Morrisons I've got. Can you?" And he's like, "It should be in all of them." I'm like, "It's not." He said, "But I can see on my stock on my thing that it's in all of them." I'm like, "It's not on the shelf." And I'm like, "I'm not trying to be arsy. I'm just saying, where can I get it from? I don't want to be driving 10 miles out of town." And he said, "No, the one over there, the one you guys went to, it's in it." I'm like, "But it's not there."
It is a wind-up, isn't it, when they make a massive deal on social media about these new launches and they're only going into half of the stores. It's a bit of a piss take, really.
It's like Omnipolo, that one. That's not from memory, seeing the Instagram post, that is not anywhere south of you, Paul. It's not.
No, it's all like Scotland, isn't it? There's a lot of Scottish stores that were getting it, which makes sense. Morrison's is a Scottish company, but yeah, I don't know if I'm lucky or not.
I thought it's Yorkshire.
No, they're Bradford, aren't they? Bradford and Bradford.
That's not flipping Scotland.
Everywhere's north of me.
Yeah, I thought Morrison's was Scottish for some reason.
Scotland, it's Yorkshire, mate.
Scotland, yeah.
I love you, Paul. You made me die.
I've all these years. We're a Scottish company.
It's close enough.
Oh, well, Google it. I know I'm right. Someone confirm that I'm right. Morrison's are Scottish, not from bloody Bradford. Nothing good can ever come out of Bradford. Come on.
No. Let me have a look. Morrison's.
They're Bradford.
Shut up.
Yeah.
The reason that they get all the Northern Monk stuff is because they're Northern Monk are from Leeds. So they've got a really good, close relationship because they're literally just up the road.
Microphone here.
Worst breweries to be pals with, isn't it, I suppose?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Let's get some of these comments. Love the artwork on the squawk.
Do it.
Lee W.
John Porter.
I went to Kirkstall yesterday, early doors, and lots of spaces on the shelves. No North Star Sweet Temptation. I guess you just have to drop lucky. See, I went back up there the other night and picked up a few of each. I'm quite lucky, really. I've got to drive a little bit, but I can get them.
Yeah, it's down. It must be down to the buyer of each one.
There must be an allocation as well. There must be an allocation across the whole of the. Sobieski, I thought the Black Eagle artwork from Brew York was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
Paul's review the other day.
Yeah, nice that. Brew York they're on a roll at the moment, aren't they? Brew York.
I like
Lovely guy.
Brew York teas on names, and their can art's fantastic.
You need to come up. You know what, boys? I've got an idea.
Uh-oh.
So every year we go to the York Beer Festival, and Brew York normally have got a bar there. They are the nicest people. Wayne and I think it's Lee. It's either Lee or Chris. I always get their names wrong.
Nicest people, can't remember their names.
I'm terrible with names, but Wayne's like an accountant by trade, but he's a really clever guy. And then Lee is the blonde dude, big Viking, and like massive. He's flipping huge, and both of them are huge. But they're honestly lovely blokes. There's ants. So in the background there, see that big that horn?
See,
hang on.
That's my drinking horn.
Oh,
So-
I want a drinking horn, man.
Yeah, it's a bit like drinking beer from an old sock. That's the only way I'm going to explain it. But I've got a photo of me and Ants drinking Brew York beer. He's one of the brewers and drinking
Me a week.
proper Vikings, man.
Yeah.
But really nice people. Their business is growing. They're doing an amazing job. Like
knocking out some cracking beers at the moment, aren't they?
they're brilliant, and they know that like one of them's got a transporter T5, so we've got a bit of a link there. But
There you go. So you can sit there chatting about
it's
people.
Days of Thunder.
Oh,
So
John.
if you ever watched Days of Thunder, the original car was City, which was like a luminous yellow and green.
Yeah.
They did that. I was just like, yeah, bro. Whoa. I'm a proper petrol head. So I filled up the beer horn with Haze of Thunder and had a whole 1.5 liters of it.
Oh, nice, man. That's how you do it. Right.
Go on then.
I've just poured your porter. I've got to say, that looks lovely. And the way that head just wanted to jump up when I poured it as well. It was like, come on in, we're ready.
Double fermented, as they say.
Double fermented.
Yeah, it's not. It's just bottle. We had this discussion, didn't we?
Okay, lots of coffee on that. Lots of coffee, dark fruit, I'm going to get stuck in. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I do love a porter. I prefer a porter to a stout.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
We do old school really, really well.
Oh. Nah, that's bang on the money, John. That's bang on the money. Getting all the roasted coffee malts, a little bit of dark fruit when it first hits your tongue. Not overly bitter on the finish, but it's just that coffee, really roasted coffee malt just lingers, doesn't it? That's lovely. That's really, really nice. It's like 4.8% as well, so you could drink a few of them quite happily.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's really nice, mate.
It's like a little bit of luxury, isn't it?
It is. It is. I drink stouts and porters that's on at the end of the night. I do it quite often where, like, before I go to bed, I'll do a cheeky little stout or a cheeky porter or something, just whack someone in the fridge for half an hour. And I had one from, what did I have? Port City Brewing. They're from Virginia.
Oh, right. Okay.
United States. I've had a few of their beers this year, and I had a porter from them last night. That one was a 7.4% ABV one, but you wouldn't have, no way would you get any of that 7.4. It was a lovely porter.
Yeah.
But I always prefer a porter to a stout, personally. But I just find the porters have a little bit more of a kind of the dark fruit edge, and I think that complements the kind of the coffee malts and chocolate malts and all that. I just think that works a little bit better. And I say they're a bit more old school. So this is lovely, John. Really, really nice.
And that's been sent all the way down through UPS
Sorry, boy.
kicking it like a flipping American football, and it, it's got you, and it's still all right.
It's still good. So the abandoned car from Lord's Brewing. That's a lot.
If you look at that now, it's that's the old design.
Right.
We've changed it now. If you see it on, I don't have one. I should have brought one. It's now gold. It's got a picture of a Cortina police car, and the back of the car is a song about the Irish police catching drunk drivers, and the guy who originally wrote the song, God rest his soul, died a few years ago. But he managed to get to taste his own beer before he went.
Oh, brilliant!
So yeah, it's pretty cool. So great beer. It'll be around forever. We sell flipping loads of it. It goes out all across the country, and we've tweaked the recipe. The first time we did it, it was thin as it was awful. And we were like, no, we're not happy with that. And then we tweaked it, and we think we've got it where we want it now. And there's another beer called Sunset Cocoa, which Wanda will be pleased to know that we're doing at Christmas.
That's the chocolate orange.
Chocolate orange, yeah. So it's based off the back of the porter recipe, but with a few tweaks. It's got cocoa nibs in it. It's got puree of orange puree like you've never seen before. So that'll be coming out in can. And also the abandoned car is going to be going into can. But we just sorted with a company that cans it, whether we can do it with nitro instead of CO2.
So I'm gonna play iCat roulette now.
Oh, you never know.
iCat roulette. So I've had 3 cans of iCat over the time. One was fucking absolutely storming. 2 of them were oxidized.
What's iCat?
Salt Breweries. iCat. From Tesco's. When they get it right, this is an absolute. I'm going to put it on the main screen. It is an absolute belter.
Salt is Owen, not Owen Scott, Osset Breweries spin-off brand.
Now,
who's it? Neil. Going to the comments. Apologies, Neil. The Dry Gate. Piney and malty wasn't bad. I expected a bit more citrus from it, but it wasn't bad. The Dry Gate beer.
Let's wait for the comment. So Barry says, in my Morrison's in Elstree. So Barry lives out in Wales. They never. It's not his fault. They never have any new releases. About 2 weeks ago, they got the new Vermont Sessions IPA in. 6 months too late. None of the other beers released on the time. Fucking fucked up. The Haunted Coachman, that stout looks nice. What John's talking about. Mark says that Morrison's are definitely from Bradford and not Scotland.
Embarrassing me in front of everyone.
Brew York's Juice Forsyth. I couldn't stand Bruce Forsyth. I didn't review that.
Wasn't a beer.
Fucking hot. It was like a fruit juice.
Yeah, it was.
I don't have it.
We've been talking about how good Brew York are, but that'd be eat.
Ridiculous. Barry's talking in code. He's obviously had too many. Barry's just got into binary mode of some sort.
When your arms talk after you.
I need to give you two Barry's phone number to converse with, because Barry is a fucking legend. It's hilarious. Lovely bloke. Best stout I made was ironically Choco Libra. Ooh, okay. From Brewdog.
You made it?
You made it?
What's best stout I made? Ironically, Choco Libra. Congratulations, Lee.
Brewer.
I've had 1 can of iCat. It was fantastic. Bought 4 the other day. Right, hang on. It's looking all right.
That looks all right.
It's looking all right.
Really
I did one on a live stream in Craft Beer UK, and it was fucking horrendous.
Really?
Just farted. even more embarrassing that Instagrammers are getting these beers sent to them to review, and us beer tubers are being ignored by the supermarkets.
I've noticed that. That is embarrassing. I don't know who these people are.
There's one guy I follow called IPA Adventures, a guy called Andy, who's a lovely guy, and no issues with. You know, I don't. If people want to send stuff to other people, I don't care.
I had a geezer start following me on Instagram. By the way, I am on Instagram. I never promote it. I am on Instagram. I had a geezer follow me on Instagram, and
what is it, Paul? What are you under?
Paul's beer reviews, I think.
No way. It's a fucking
beer review. John will tell you, if you do both follow me, then yeah, it is Paul's beer review, isn't it? I never use it. I do a picture.
Fucking can't be bothered.
Load of gash, mate. Load of gash. Anyway, I had a geezer follow me, and all his pictures are just pictures of beers in like boot-shaped glasses and that. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's the bloke who's been getting sent all the beers.
Is that IPA Adventures?
Might be. I don't know.
Andy's a nice guy to me.
Fuck's sake, John. Put it away. That is a monstrosity. Get it away.
Oh, it's not him. No, Andy. So IPA Adventures. If you're on Instagram, go and follow IPA Adventures. Andy's he's a professional runner, but he has got some superb glasses. They are absolutely fantastic.
Ridiculous. He's got like boot-shaped glasses just full of custard.
No,
they're sending him all the beer. So I'm like, all right, if you can get it, fair play. But
I know Simon took like I'm in a group chat with you guys. I'm in a group chat with Simon and Mark and Dean and Barry and other bits and pieces.
Beer o'clock.
I do get that. Sorry, Wanda's telling me I'm very loud. She's messaged me from upstairs in the loft. I'm quite loud.
Well, Simon always gets told. I've started talking into the mic. I don't know why randomly.
Yeah, I do apologise.
Simon always gets told off by Mel for being loud.
I don't know about you guys, but when I've had a few, my levels go through the fucking roof.
I'll get louder as I go along.
I get deafer.
Yeah,
but I do. Yeah, everyone gets deafer.
I feel like more about the drink, more important. The stuff that comes out of my mouth.
You can't hear me. I will say it louder.
Yeah, but you have to hear me. I've had like 7 beers. What I've got to say is important. Important information.
Listen to me.
Don't ruin if you don't hear this.
Oh,
I've told them I've been told off.
right.
At least I'm not the only one then. Yeah.
Oh no, fuck that.
I'm in the cellar, so no one could. It's very hard for. I think my neighbours are more likely to hear me than upstairs.
Look them in the cellar.
So,
no,
I know. I know. Right. There was a chat the other day where there were the 20 most influential beer influencers. I hate the term. Hate it. Beer influencers. No, influencers.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not in it.
No.
No, I'm not in it either.
No. Nor was Simon and nor was Mark. So they're all Twitter people. They're all Twitter people.
Twitter.
And it's embarrassing. You know, I don't expect to be sent anything. I'm a fucking small fry, Paul small fry, Mark small fry. But when you've got a guy that's got 40,000 fucking subscribers, do you know what? We should be taking a little bit of it. And when you're seeing people on Instagram that have got 2,000 subscribers, or followers, we've got 1,600 or something. It's embarrassing.
It is a bit, isn't it? And they're missing a trick here, aren't they?
I don't want to be sent anything. I'm not in this to be sent nothing. I would rather go out and buy my own stuff so I can be completely impartial with it. Genuinely, that's how I want to be.
Well, I'm totally impartial. I never got a sponsor for this thing at all, and I never got a discount. I would never do that, and I would never send people free beer to try and get my brand out.
No.
I never did any of those things. I'm totally modest and shy. I would like to say that I'm shy.
He is.
I'm very shy, aren't I?
So I'm going to bring this comment up because.
What's he say? Start when you have to do beer reviews quietly.
For people that don't know, my good friend Barry from All the Beer No Idea was doing beer reviews on YouTube for about 6 months without his fucking missus knowing. So you could instantly tell when he was doing it on the slide because he was very quiet. I sent him a message one day saying, "How come you're so quiet?" And he's like, "You don't actually know." So I knocked up a video of the old. Do you remember the R Whites, the secret lemonade drink?
A lemonade, yeah.
I knocked that up, and I replaced the word lemonade with beer. And sent it to him. It was like him.
I've got this beer.
But as normal with these bloody women, the first question that his good lady asked when she finally found out was, "When does the money start rolling in?"
Makes sense. That makes sense.
But Barry's great, absolutely fucking brilliant.
Fair play to him.
I love the story about it. It just makes me giggle. My wife, I'd never get away with doing something like that in secret. I just wouldn't. She'd just know.
Yeah.
She'd know straight away. What the chuff are you doing? And I'll be like,
I'm the same. I've got nowhere to hide. I live in a 2 up, 2 down. Do you know what I mean? Where am I meant to do secret beer reviews? Can't get away with it.
I've got 3 kids.
I do them with the missus. I can't do a secret. It's impossible.
Yeah.
I walked through, for the people that don't know, that me and Wanda have had a trying week. And so I walked in with Sweet Temptation the other day. And
is that what her name was?
Is that what? Yeah.
Lovely.
My miss would have been really cross as well.
And I do know that Wanda was desperate to try it. So I walked through, and all I said to her was, "I'm doing a video, be in it or don't be in it." So if you sit and watch the video, the tension in the air is quite awkward. But she came and did it.
My missus is so laid back. She's so lovely.
Wanda.
No, my missus.
I was going to say.
She's like...
Wanda's laid back as well, to be fair.
She is, yeah.
She's lovely.
My missus is like... I'm a bit of a rescue dog, if I'm honest.
I'm like that. I am.
I'm quite happy to wee in the corner when I'm not supposed to.
I'll wheeze out of the shed. I'll just come out of the shed and wheeze on the fucking...
protest down again. Lydia is just solid. She never wavers. She puts up with me. And honestly, being with her has chilled me out. I'm so chilled compared to what I was. So, yeah. There you go. What's that? So none of you have a
secret or scash? No, I don't.
I don't need it. I've got a brewery that's got 60,000 litres of beer in it at any one time.
Paul's getting married in 2 weeks, and he's got no money whatsoever.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm a bit like you guys, really. I had a shitty relationship previously, and it kind of put me off it for ages. And then I've come out the other side a hell of a lot better. Yeah. You know, it's funny how life works, isn't it?
It is. I mean,
you feel like nothing's going for you, don't you? You feel like you've kind of hit rock bottom.
Do you know what? I mean, me and Wanda have our problems, and we do. I mean, we've had massive problems this week. We're both broken people. I make no bones about that. But I went through a horrific divorce that almost destroyed me.
Yeah.
It was horrendous, absolutely horrendous for 3 years. I met one during that time. Is she perfect? No. Am I perfect? No. But 9 times out of 10 we get on. Do our broken parts clash? Fucking right they do.
Yeah.
But you make each other better.
Yeah.
We haven't spoke for 3 days. I came home today with a bunch of flowers.
Who got you for you?
They're here. I bought them.
Well,
It's.
Oh, Scott, you're so romantic.
It is important, and when you find it's hard, we're all broken people. When you get to I'm 45. I don't know how you guys are. I've never asked. When you get to 45 and you've got we're all in the same sort of little ballpark. When you get to our age, we've all got fucking baggage. The baggage is there, and the baggage is horrendous.
I could work for British Airways.
It is, and sometimes you don't know how to deal with that baggage. I don't know how to deal with my baggage. I make no bones about the fact that I'm fucking broken. I am.
Well, I told you boys before, I was broken, massively broken, and then I went through a horrendous divorce, but I ended up going to church, sorting myself out. I'm not a religious person, don't have a religious family, anything like that. Went to church, sorted my life out, and everything from that point has been an upwards gain. And I've got nothing to moan about. I've got 3 wonderful kids, got a wonderful wife, business is doing well. We all have life's challenges. I mean, it never said in the Bible that it was going to be peaches and cream. It says that you're going to get trials and tribulations. But you know what? I am a happy man. I've got nothing to moan about. I mean, I can find stuff, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I can always moan about something.
we all can.
Why do I not have a jet? I really want a jet.
Where's my why have I not got a Mustang yet?
Yeah, Paul. It's a Dodge Challenger, and I think about it daily.
Mustang.
But at some point, it'll be fine.
Mustang first, then a Dodge Challenger.
But you know what? I tell you what, right? I think Paul will agree with me. When we came to see you and Wanda, you were so lovely to us, and honestly, I was I just thought, wonderful hosts. You made us feel so relaxed, comfortable. I didn't feel nervous. I was nervous to meet you, genuinely, but you made us feel so well.
Paul missed the part, and I do genuinely apologise for this, Paul, because it's when John came bounding off the hovercraft and almost rugby tackled me to the ground, and he's come fucking running over to.
It was surreal. It was surreal sitting with you having a beer, like face to face last week, because all I've ever seen of Scott and John is on a screen.
Same. I get this little bit here of you. That's what I get of you. It's like, okay, I don't know you. I don't know your dimensions or you as a person. It is bizarre.
Yeah. What was depressing is Scott was significantly thinner than me.
He isn't.
I was like, no. Running mad.
I met Simon. It's run a bit of Simon. So I met Simon in probably October last year when we went down to Brewery, and someone said, I can't remember who said to me, he's really small, and he's about 5'8", and so you walk in and you're like, he's a fucking midget. Lovely bloke, midget.
I really love Simon. Honestly, I have the utmost respect for the man.
See, I've got, as I said to you guys last week, I've got to know Simon properly in probably the last probably 5 months, where he's opened up himself a little bit to me. I get Simon's a very private man.
Yeah,
I know Mark gets on well with him.
He's got to be private, hasn't
Yeah, and I think he's had people sort of take the piss out of him in the past, and I don't want anything from anybody. And I made that very clear to him that I don't expect anything. I don't want anything. And I think it took him a little time to actually understand that. And I actually get on quite well with it. There's very few people that I don't actually get along with. I'll give most people the benefit of the doubt. Some of them arseholes, but you know, they are.
The filter.
Yeah, I agree entirely. But
So Thomas is Mark's got no baggage. Thomas, I have no beer, no money, and 1 million bills, mate. I feel your pain.
yeah, no.
If he had no beer, then that's pretty bad.
I'm not worried about the other two. The beer's a bit of a worry, if I'm honest.
I've got no money, plenty of bills. If I didn't have any beer, I'd be screwed.
Window beer. Look me up on Instagram. I will send you a crate of beer. Look up Lord's Window, and I'll send you.
There you go, Thomas.
Beer.
Thomas is a lovely man.
You can do whatever you want.
And it's lovely beer as well.
Yeah, send you some beer, dude. Don't be like that. Don't. You know what? I've got 1 million bills as well. I'm not in a perfect position.
We've all got bills, haven't we? Thomas, I think Thomas works on a farm. He works on a farm, and so Thomas, lovely guy. Did you get Kipling cakes when you were at Scott's?
Sorry, I've had a few beers. I'm just talking over everyone. I'm sorry.
Yes, Oddities are now selling Thornbridge beers.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which ones? Do we know?
Yeah, let us know what they are, Captain Meat. Paul. So Captain Meat's Adventures, Paul. Let us know where they are and what they are.
Captain Meat, I love that guy.
He is a top man. He keeps chats going. He's always interactive.
I love him.
Great.
I'm assuming it's him.
Well, I love the fact, right? I've seen this dude before. He's got Ayrton Senna driving the McLaren there, and as a big Ayrton Senna fan,
yeah,
love that dude.
Ayrton Senna was a legend. That's what I call him.
Lee W. If it wasn't for Simon, I wouldn't have found any of your channels. There you go.
Well, Lee, we wanted to bring him in when we were doing the Saison, but because of all the flipping lockdown rule, this, that, and the other, our insurance company wouldn't insure him to
okay.
So yeah, but Lee's a home brewer, so at some point we'll have.
Well, that's interesting.
A home brewer, Lee. Hi, I love some of you.
Hey, the Saison, the wood Saison is nearly ready. We pasteurized it only because there was so much bacteria in that beer. We were concerned that if we put it into bottles, it would turn really quick.
Right.
And we've done like a half brew, but we've still got flipping more than most people would have of it. So we're going to whack it in some mini kegs and bottles. It is mental. Weird. Good and bad. It's very strange. Very, very strange.
Right. Well, I'm just replying to my friend Barry. Simon makes us all laugh on a Friday night.
He does.
I'm not sure how much longer they're going to go on for. Lido, that's so true.
What was so true?
What's true?
I don't know what's true. What is true?
What is true?
At Lee W, that is so true. What did Lee say that was true?
True.
He's not lying.
Simon wants me to make a Wigan kebab, and it is a bloody pie between a bread roll with a ketchup and a brown sauce. Now, can you do it on your barbecue, though?
I'd love to see that. That'd be amazing.
Mark, if you do that on your barbecue, I'll give you £1.
So it's a pie in a bread roll with ketchup and brown sauce. Why would you put a pie in a sandwich?
Well, in Wigan, they do good pies.
Yeah, but why would you put a good pie in a sandwich?
Yeah, well, we'll have to look up the. I'll say, well, I'll go back. Hang on, I'll go back to that one. So, I need to look at this because obviously me and Wanda are starting doing the cooking stuff. A wing and kebab. I need to have a look at that. I think it's something to do with Chris the Butcher and all that. So, Barry's got no worry about beer. No, he's got a pipeline to fucking Perfect Draft and Blade. David Cook, evening, David. A friend of mine from up north, he used to put pork pies in between bread with brown sauce. I can never understand. Well,
maybe it's from Wales.
Pork pie and a sandwich. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You had unnecessary layers.
just fucking stop. That's a sandwich.
Pie was designed for the reason of eating like on the go with your hands. Why would you then put the fucker in a sandwich?
Maybe the bread is a vehicle for your brown sauce.
You munch through that soft bread, and then you got like the tougher. Doesn't make sense. Weird, man. It's stupid.
Get grip.
Stupid.
Oh, jeez.
Fucking pie sandwich.
I've run out of money. Barry's run out of money. He sent me a video. He's spent about 100 quid on money, fucking in Tesco's and every other supermarket in Wales, I think.
I've run out of money, mate. I've been on holiday with the kids, so I'm skint.
Pay for a wedding, mate.
Evening, Greg.
Yeah, you know, skint.
Money
to is California sun.
Evening, Greg. Hope you're all right, mate.
Never heard that.
Bullman's. Oh, Bullman's. I saw you. I was watching you. Bullman's beer reviews on I can't talk at this point. I watched Bullman's beer reviews when I was on holiday in the Isle of Wight. There you go.
Greg started up in lockdown. He's done all right. Yeah, good lad. So go to Mark. Mark says, Oldie had Thornbridge Peaky Blinders, and it's shocking. I've had that. It is shit.
That's the second comment on that where people have said it was rubbish.
There's the same thing for Mark. He said the one before. Last time I was a man. It's California sun. Hang on.
£4.50.
£4.50. Okay.
I don't know how they do it. In all seriousness, we can't even get beer in a can, put a label on it, and get it out there for less than £1. Costs us more than that to put it in a can.
It's like some of these breweries are sort of putting them in as lost leaders into into the supermarkets to get their name out there to go and find their brewery.
I do know a certain brewery that put beers in, and they were making 1 pence profit per can.
Could I make a guess at that?
Who was that?
No, you can't.
Who was that?
Because I don't know who it was exactly.
Can I make a guess at that?
I'm speculating, but basically the bigger breweries who were wanting to buy littler breweries were giving 5.5 times turnover for the smaller breweries.
That's magic.
I think it could be magic, but I don't think it. I don't know. I couldn't confirm. I don't know. I don't know if it's.
No, I'm just saying it's magic.
It is magic. It's a magic thing to do. I've got one seriously long beard hair coming out the side of my face.
No, my for a long time, my favourite actor has been The Rock.
Oh, I love
it.
Magic. So like Magic Rock.
They'll have their legal team on this on Monday. Look at that beard hair. That's superb. Look how long that is.
What do do they slice it up between putting the pork pie in the sandwich?
Well, no, I could live with that. That's not a bad thing.
It still is.
Do you know what you can't get in Yorkshire that really does my head in?
Yorkshire puddings.
You cannot get a breakfast in a baguette?
I don't think I've ever had a breakfast in a baguette.
In a French stick, bacon, egg, and all that. In a
We
bit.
talked about this last week, you fucking weirdo. What's wrong with
Oh,
you?
yeah, we were talking about that last week. Breakfast in a baguette, weren't we? I've never had breakfast in a baguette. I can't even say it. I don't think I've ever had breakfast in a baguette.
And what, is this just where I live?
Possible. You go get that's why they won't sell it, because no one can fucking say it.
Has anyone ever had a breakfast in a baguette?
Right, take a French stick, half a French stick, or a third, or whatever, and it like a sub.
An eighth.
But it's got bacon, eggs, sausages, mushroom in it. Have you never had that?
No, I've never had that. Not in a baguette.
That must be anywhere I live then. Because when I moved to Yorkshire, nowhere did it. Do you know where sells that sandwich like that?
No, nor do you, by the fucking sound of it.
York is the only place you can get it.
York.
You're talking to me like I've had too many beers.
I'm up for it. I'm going to York to get a baguette.
You need to come to Yorkshire. Yorkshire's awesome.
Yorkshire. Go on, Yorkshire. Get a cup of tea.
Good cup of tea. Yorkshire biscuits. Yorkshire tea.
He used to literally squash it all together. He was from Yorkshire. Wigan kebab or pie balm? That's northern speak to me.
No, hang on a minute. So balm is more over the Pennine. So if you go towards Lancashire, they'll call it a balm cake. If you go to Yorkshire, they call it a tea cake.
Okay.
Which is not a chuffing tea cake. I went to Mexico and they were like, "Do you want an English muffin?" And it looked like a flipping crusty roll. I was like, "What the chuff is that?" So nobody knows what it is, but a balm cake is like what you get a bacon, egg, and sausages in. It's like a soft roll, and you can get like a massive one. But the problem with the massive one is by the time you get to the centre, it's just turned to sludge.
Yeah, the egg yolk and that. The eggs have got to be dry, haven't they, for that?
Yeah. It's when you put beans in, and engine oil.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. Beans in it. It's a joke, isn't it? Put the eggs in it. And
so, Paul, now you have a great idea for food for your wedding. Pork pies between slices of bread on the buffet.
I'll try it. I'll try it, but I just don't see the point. I don't see how it's going to work. It's a confliction of textures. You got your pork pie, and then you've got your bread, and it doesn't work. I've got an issue with it. I really have.
I've never seen someone so offended.
I love pork pies.
Take pictures.
There's a clash. If you put bread inside a pork pie, it'll make more sense. If you have a slice of bread, then a pork pie, then another slice of bread, that doesn't work. I'm sorry. It doesn't work out there. Who knew the pork pie sandwich would be the biggest laugh?
Oh, fuck me.
Quiche Lorraine sandwich. That's the next thing.
I love quiche Lorraine. I don't even know who Lorraine is, but I love her. Love her.
You're the only person in the 2000s.
I've never heard anyone say I love a quiche Lorraine.
I love quiche. I love quiche. First time I ever saw quiche, I was like, what's this quiche? What's this quiche?
Fucking egg.
Quiche.
Fucking egg. That's all it is. Egg, you shit.
Oh, another bit of quitch.
Love a bit of quitch. Who's Quitch Lorraine?
Who's Quitch?
Quitch Lorraine, do it on a buffet.
So there's a place that we delivered to in the northeast, and there's this massive factory. It must do like cement or something. And me and Al were driving up there, and he goes, "What does that factory do?" And I went, "Quiche Lorraine." And now every time we deliver, if I ring him, I say, "Where are you?" He said, "I've just driven past the Quiche Lorraine
place." Who called the quiche Lorraine though? Because it's just egg, bacon,
No, there's no bacon in it. It's like flipping broccoli and some other weird stuff.
I thought in their ham, in there some sort of.
Yeah, like spam in it or something like that. What's
I feel
funny?
sorry for the bird who had it named after her. I feel sorry for her. Do you know what I
Do
mean?
you know what's funny? Ever since the beginning of lockdown, I always ask this question in live chats, and I put, in the 20th century, what place does Quiche Lorraine have? No one. Everybody just ignores it like it never even was a question. And I've asked it from the beginning of lockdown to now. No one will answer it.
How'd you go to the fucking subject, the quiche Lorraine?
Quiche Lorraine.
It's just so random.
I still really like Quiche Lorraine.
Quiche Lorraine, 20th century. Where is its place?
Captain Meats, but who's this Keith in Keith Lorraine? Keith Lorraine.
Hang on, I'm just going to get down here. Let's get from the comments.
God, can you imagine that? It'd be like eating cat litter and bread.
Oh.
It's great.
Keith Lorraine.
Keith Lorraine's got an extra sort of beige. I used to work in a car dealership, right? And we had this girl called Lorraine. And she worked on the front desk and she was terrible. And when she left, I walked in and I went, I can see clearly now, Lorraine. One of my moments. All the recipes are off the Tinternet.
Oh, dear.
www.tinternet.
Tinternet.
Keith Lorraine does have bacon in it. It's his only redeeming feature.
Bacon. I knew there was bacon in it somewhere. I fucking love Keith.
There's not a lot to say after that, is there?
I love Keith Lorraine. Lorraine married to Keith. Bad a bit. Bad a bit. That's a marriage made in heaven. Or quiche.
It's all beige apart from the broccoli.
Lorraine.
How do you go from a beer review to fucking quiche Lorraine?
It's finally, I've reached my goal. Everybody ignored me, but now quiche Lorraine is on the
Incidentally, I'm on another beer. I've gone to Thornbridge.
Quiche Lorraine.
It is Thornbridge's quiche Lorraine Lucaria. It's salted caramel.
Lucaria.
Lucaria, yeah. This one's coming in at 4.5% ABV. Their strawberry Lucaria was lovely.
Oh,
so
okay.
I hope good things from this one. In Morrison's. In Morrison's, this one.
I'm going to do 10 more minutes and I'm going to wrap up because Wanda's in bits upstairs, so that'll be me.
Fair play.
Can you put Keith Lorraine on sandwiches?
Paul's going to find out in 2 weeks' time with his fucking wedding.
You never know. What time are we on? I can't even find the clock on here. Oh, it's only 10.
Early doors.
Yeah, I've got Wanda to consider, so.
No, absolutely. Look, if you have to go, maybe Paul.
You two continue.
Yeah, maybe Paul could. Well, could you leave? I don't know anything about this.
I'd have to end my live stream and you'd have to try something else.
Well, have you got it on your StreamYard, Paul?
Yes. No, it's on mine.
It's on Scott's, this one. Yeah.
No, but you've got StreamYard, haven't you?
I can sort it out, but it'll be a bit short notice now, won't it?
Right. You talk. I will.
Yeah, let John sort it out. I'll say, give me 10 minutes, and I'll shut this one down because I've Wanda's got a lot going on tonight.
No, absolutely, mate.
I could really be there for
her. It's wanting a login code. I have no idea what my login.
Let's just send it to your phone.
Right. I'll tell you what. You lovely people watching, obviously, we do not want to interfere with our good friends. So let me try and get this going, and I will get me and Paul will come back on the Lord's Brewing Co. channel.
Yeah.
And we will continue our madness.
What we'll do, we'll sort out a full evening.
Yeah, it's fine. It's honestly, it's fine. It forces me to get my finger out and actually use this thing. But I'd rather, you know what? All this stuff is not that important. What's important is family. That's the most important thing.
It is, definitely.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. Broadcast. Right, I'm on with it. So I will bow out now. Scott, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank
Paul,
you, Scott.
I'll send you the link on WhatsApp in a second.
Yep.
And we will resume said madness. So if all you lovely people in the chat, it's Lord's Brewing.
Go and find John, Lord's Brewing. The link will be. I'll tell you what to do. Have you got the link there, John?
I'm building it as we speak.
Can you put it in the chat so that people can find you?
Yeah. I've got to put a description. Quiche Lorraine. That's as good
Quiche Lorraine.
Quiche.
Come over, guys. Keep drinking with us.
Yeah, keep drinking. So this is
company. It's a bit weird, otherwise.
right. Okay. Entering a broadcast studio.
You are entering a broadcast studio at this current point in time.
Here we go. So if we go live now, okay, it's going live. You are live. Right. Okay. Why is it I can only see a blank screen? Add your audio. Add stream. Ah! Ha, ha! Right, I'm on with it. I'll sort. We're live on my channel right now. I will send you a link.
Guys,
appreciate your time.
Cheers, Scott. Nice one, mate. We'll speak to you soon.
See you soon.
Speak to you soon, mate. Take
Love
it
you,
easy.
mate. Send my ones, if you need anything, just give me a shout.
Yeah, and you guys. Cheers, bud.